Age of Reptiles. Rise of the Dinosaurs. 252 million years ago, a planet unlike the one we know today, and yet it became the setting for one of the most remarkable chapters in Earth's long story, the Age of Dinosaurs. From their first appearance to their final disappearance, dinosaurs ruled the planet for more than 165 million years. This vast span of time produced animals beyond imagination: the fearsome Tyrannosaurus rex, the towering Brachiosaurus, and the strange-clawed Therizinosaurus. Moving continents, shifting climates, and changing ecosystems molded the lives of these ancient giants. New scientific findings, from feathered hunters to fossils preserving traces of color, keep transforming how we understand dinosaur existence. The tale of the dinosaurs is one of Earth's greatest changes and the steady, unstoppable force of evolution. Come with us as we journey back to the very start, to the dawn of the prehistoric age. The Earth is roughly 5 billion years old, a value established through methods such as radiometric dating of the most ancient rocks and meteorites. This vast span of time places our world within the earliest phase of the solar system, which came into being at nearly the same moment. The birth of the Earth started with a rotating cloud of gas and dust in space called the solar nebula. Gradually, gravity drew this material inward, allowing particles to clump together and ultimately form the planet. In its earliest days, the Earth endured tremendous heat from repeated collisions with other celestial bodies, along with energy released by the decay of radioactive elements. This overwhelming heat left the planet molten for a long stretch of time. As cooling slowly occurred, a solid crust took shape, making it possible for water vapor to condense and form oceans. The rise of the atmosphere likewise prepared the conditions needed for life to appear. This primitive world was marked by constant volcanic activity and shaped by vast transformations as the planet reorganized itself. One particularly fascinating element of Earth's origin is the influence of the Moon. A broadly accepted idea proposes that the Moon formed from debris produced by a collision between the Earth and a Mars-sized body known as Theia. This dramatic event not only led to the Moon's creation, but also altered the course of evolution on Earth, creating circumstances that would eventually allow life to thrive. The Hadean Aeon, extending from the planet's formation to about 4 billion years ago, is defined by extreme conditions that resemble a hostile hell-like landscape named after Hades, the ancient Greek god of the underworld. This interval is linked to intense geological and atmospheric processes that profoundly shaped the young planet. Throughout the Hadean Aeon, Earth's surface remained largely molten, battered continuously by meteorites as leftover fragments from the solar system's formation struck the planet again and again. Temperatures rose to extreme levels, and volcanic activity was widespread, releasing vast amounts of gas and giving rise to a dense, poisonous atmosphere. The skies were likely choked with ash and vapor, rendering the air impossible to breathe. This was an era defined by disorder and profound change, as the Earth existed in a continual state of upheaval. Any oceans that may have been present were probably composed of acidic boiling water, and the possibility of life, as we recognize it today, was virtually non-existent. With no stable surface and no welcoming environment, conditions during the Hadean Aeon were anything but favorable. Even so, This violent and unstable phase played a vital role in establishing the basic components required for the later emergence of life. Despite its infernal reputation, the Hadean Aeon represented a phase of evolution. As the planet gradually cooled and achieved greater stability, environmental conditions slowly shifted toward more accommodating states, ultimately opening the path to the next Aeon, the Archean, when the first signs of life began to surface. In this way, although the Hadean Aeon embodied extremes, it also prepared the groundwork for the dynamic world that followed. The development of Earth's atmosphere and oceans was not sudden, but rather a slow process that unfolded over millions of years, beginning in the Hadean Aeon. At first, while the planet remained molten and endured constant meteorite impacts, the atmosphere was dominated by volcanic gases, including water vapor, carbon dioxide, hydrogen, and ammonia. As the Earth continued to cool, these gases accumulated, forming a thick and toxic atmosphere that lacked free oxygen. When temperatures dropped enough for the planet's outer layers to solidify, water vapor released through volcanic eruptions began to condense into liquid. This liquid water collected and pooled across the surface, eventually giving rise to the first oceans. Scientific research suggests that much of Earth's water likely came from volcanic outgassing, and possibly from icy comets or asteroids that struck the planet, delivering additional water. These earliest oceans were very different from those we know today. Rich in dissolved minerals and potentially acidic, they formed in a world still marked by intense geological activity. As the oceans took shape, they began to play an essential role in influencing the atmosphere over time. Interactions between liquid water and atmospheric gases supported the gradual development of a more stable atmospheric system. When photosynthetic organisms emerged during the Archean Aeon, they began releasing oxygen into the atmosphere through photosynthesis. This new presence of oxygen dramatically altered atmospheric composition, eventually leading to conditions suitable for life as we understand it today. In this sense, the formation of Earth's atmosphere and oceans mark the beginning of a crucial evolutionary process that would sustain diverse ecosystems throughout geological history. The Archean Aeon, which lasted from about 4 billion to 2.5 billion years ago, was a critical chapter in Earth's past, characterized by major geological and biological changes. One of the most significant developments during this time was the stabilization of the planet's crust. As temperatures declined and geological activity became less intense, the solid crust formed enduring landmasses known as cratons, which now serve as the ancient cores of modern continents. During the Archean, climatic conditions supported the persistence of the first oceans, creating environments where life could potentially arise. The simplicity of life during this era is one of its most notable traits. The earliest known organisms were prokaryotic microorganisms, including bacteria and archaea. Fossil records indicate that life existed as early as 3.5 billion years ago, with stromatolites, layered formations built by microbial communities representing some of the oldest fossils known. Another major milestone of the Archean Aeon was the appearance of photosynthesis. Certain simple microorganisms evolved the ability to capture sunlight to generate energy, a process that slowly transformed the atmosphere. Although oxygen release was limited during this period, it marked a fundamental shift in atmospheric chemistry. These early life forms initiated long-term changes that would enable greater biological diversity in the future. The Archean Eon was also shaped by ongoing geological processes, including the formation of greenstone belts, regions of metamorphic rock that provide key insights into the structure of Earth's early crust. These features suggest that tectonic activity similar to what we observe today was already taking place, underscoring the dynamic nature of the planet even in its earliest stages. Taken together, the events of the Archean Eon established the essential foundation for the rise of more complex life forms and major evolutionary progress during the later Proterozoic Eon. The development of the earliest continents, referred to as cratons in the Archean Eon, unfolded slowly and was shaped by a wide range of geological processes. At the beginning, Earth's crust was extremely hot and unstable, made up largely of volcanic material. As the planet gradually cooled, tectonic activity drove the growth of continental crust through a mixture of volcanism, sediment buildup, and the continual tectonic recycling of crustal components. A key factor in the formation of continents was the appearance of island arcs and microcontinents created through volcanic processes and the collision of tectonic plates. Over long periods, these smaller landforms merged, forming increasingly larger continental bodies. The high level of geological activity also played a role in crustal differentiation, leading to the creation of lighter, less dense rocks such as granite, which today are characteristic of continental crust. Evidence for the existence of these early continents is found in a variety of geological structures and ancient rock formations. Among the most important evidence is the presence of very old crustal fragments, commonly called cratonic rocks, located within regions known as cratons. Examples include the Acasta gneiss in Canada and the Nouveau-Gitoke Greenstone Belt, also in Canada, both of which date to around 4 billion years ago and are recognized as some of the oldest known pieces of continental crust. In addition, geologists rely on isotopic analysis to investigate ancient rocks, studying their chemical compositions to determine their ages and the processes involved in their formation. The occurrence of banded iron formations, which are sedimentary deposits pointing to ancient oceans, further supports timelines for continental development and offers valuable insight into early ocean conditions. Together, these geological signs portray an active and evolving Earth, illustrating how continents slowly formed and changed over billions of years, ultimately creating the conditions for the wide range of terrestrial environments seen today. The earliest single-celled organisms began to emerge during the Archean Eon, spanning roughly from 4 billion to about 5 billion years ago. As the Earth continued to cool, conditions on the young planet became increasingly suitable for life, with stable oceans forming and a solid crust becoming established. While the exact origins of life remain an enduring mystery, several hypotheses have been proposed. One widely discussed idea suggests that simple organic molecules formed under primordial conditions, possibly assisted by energy from lightning strikes or ultraviolet radiation. Over extended periods, these molecules became more complex, eventually giving rise to the first living cells. The earliest life forms were prokaryote organisms without a nucleus, and simpler in structure than later, more complex cells. Fossil records indicate that these early single-celled organisms flourished in the marine settings of the Archean oceans, often forming extensive microbial mats. Among the most ancient and significant fossils from this era are stromatolites. These layered formations created by microbial activity offer vital evidence of early life on Earth. Scientific studies suggest that some of these microorganisms developed the capacity for photosynthesis, marking a major evolutionary breakthrough. By using sunlight to convert carbon dioxide and water into energy and oxygen, these organisms not only sustained themselves, but also began to change the composition of Earth's atmosphere. In this way, the rise of single-celled life initiated a biological transformation that would eventually reshape the planet and lead to the remarkable diversity of life present today. Stromatolites are layered sedimentary structures produced by the activity of microorganisms, especially cyanobacteria. These ancient formations appeared in shallow marine environments and represent some of the earliest known evidence of life on Earth, dating back to approximately 3.5 billion years ago during the Archean Eon. Stromatolites form as microorganisms trap and bind sediment particles, creating distinctive layered mats that slowly build upward over time. The significance of stromatolites in Earth's history is profound. They offer a window into the early biosphere, revealing how simple organisms interacted closely with their surroundings. As colonies of cyanobacteria expanded, they carried out photosynthesis, transforming sunlight into usable energy and releasing oxygen as a byproduct. This gradual accumulation of oxygen contributed to major changes in Earth's atmosphere and helped prepare the planet for more complex forms of life. This process marked the onset of the Great Oxidation Event, which occurred around 2.4 billion years ago. The increase in atmospheric oxygen had far-reaching effects, profoundly altering the planet in several fundamental ways. First, this process made possible the development of the ozone layer, an essential barrier that shields the surface from harmful ultraviolet radiation, which in turn allowed living organisms to move beyond the protection of water and begin exploring terrestrial environments. Second, the growing presence of oxygen supported the evolution of aerobic organisms, which rely on oxygen to generate energy far more efficiently than anaerobic methods. This advancement created new opportunities for biological diversification and increased ecological complexity. Furthermore, the accumulation of oxygen in the atmosphere triggered major geochemical transformations, including the reaction of dissolved iron in ocean waters to form iron oxides. As a result, banded iron formations were deposited, providing crucial geological evidence of early atmospheric conditions on Earth. The transformations driven by photosynthesis not only directed the course of biological evolution, but also reshaped the planet itself, making Earth more habitable and eventually supporting the spread of a wide range of life forms. The Great Oxygenation Event, which took place around 2.4 billion years ago, represented a pivotal moment in Earth's history, defined by a sharp increase in atmospheric oxygen. This extraordinary shift was largely driven by photosynthetic microorganisms, particularly cyanobacteria. As these organisms flourished and multiplied in the oceans, they released large quantities of oxygen as a byproduct of photosynthesis, gradually altering the chemical makeup of the atmosphere. At first, conditions were unfriendly to oxygen. Dependent life, because oxygen is highly reactive and readily combined with other elements, including iron. Consequently, much of the oxygen produced was absorbed by dissolved iron in seawater, leading to the formation of banded iron formations, evidence of an oxygen-rich atmosphere beginning to take shape. Once the oceans became saturated with iron, however, excess oxygen was no longer absorbed, and instead began to build up in the atmosphere, causing a major transformation in planetary conditions. The effects of the Great Oxygenation Event on life were deep and wide-ranging. One of the most important outcomes was the establishment of conditions that allowed aerobic organisms to prosper. These organisms use oxygen to extract energy efficiently from organic molecules, a process that supported the evolution of complex multicellular life. In contrast, the increase in atmospheric oxygen created serious challenges for anaerobic organisms that were adapted to environments with little or no oxygen. Many of these life forms either became extinct or were forced to survive in specialized low-oxygen niches. Beyond its biological consequences, the Great Oxygenation Event also led to the creation of the ozone layer, which protects living organisms from damaging ultraviolet radiation. This protective shield made it possible for life to expand onto land, opening entirely new ecological spaces beyond the oceans. Taken together, the Great Oxygenation Event not only transformed Earth's atmosphere and environment, but also laid the groundwork for the biodiversity that followed, clearing the path for the evolution of plants, animals, and ultimately the complex ecosystems that inhabit the planet today. The earliest multicellular organisms are thought to have appeared between 600 million and 1 billion years ago, during the late Precambrian, particularly within the Ediacaran period. This moment represented a major evolutionary post-Permian transition, marking the shift from simple single-celled organisms to more intricate multicellular life forms. The Ediacaran biota includes some of the oldest known examples of multicellular organisms, displaying a remarkable variety of shapes and body plans unlike anything seen before. Many organisms from this era were soft-bodied and bore similarities to modern jellyfish or worms, although they did not exactly match any living species. Fossils such as Dickinsonia and Charnia discus reveal the diversity present among these early multicellular forms. Their body structures were generally simple, with some organisms showing radial symmetry, while others displayed early signs of bilateral symmetry, a feature that would later become common in more complex animals. Because these organisms lacked hard skeletal parts, their preservation in the fossil record is relatively rare. They inhabited shallow marine settings and likely depended on diffusion to absorb nutrients, rather than using specialized organs or systems found in later life forms. The importance of this evolutionary step lies in the cooperative organization of cells functioning together, enabling greater structural and functional complexity. The emergence of multicellular life, prepared the foundation for the Cambrian explosion, a phase beginning around 540 million years ago, during which life diversified rapidly. This period saw the sudden appearance of most major animal groups, resulting in a dramatic increase in biodiversity that continues to influence Earth's ecosystems today. In this way, although these early multicellular organisms were modest in structure when compared with later forms, they played an essential role in paving the way for the complex life that followed. The Cambrian explosion, which began around 540 million years ago and continued for roughly 20 million years, represents a decisive chapter in the history of life on Earth. During this interval, life diversified at an extraordinary pace, leading to the swift appearance of most of the major animal groups we are familiar with today, a phenomenon often considered one of the most important events in biological evolution. Among the defining developments of this era was the emergence of numerous phylae, a classification term used to group related forms of life. Within a comparatively brief period, many complex organisms evolved, including early ancestors of arthropods, mollusks, echinoderms, and annelids. This remarkable burst of diversity is clearly visible in Altoborsu fossil record, where sites such as the Burgess Shale and others preserve rich assemblages that reveal the wide range of organisms flourishing at the time. Some of these creatures possessed hard shells, exoskeletons, or other protective features that improved their chances of fossilization, offering scientists valuable information about their structure and biology. The Cambrian explosion was also marked by the emergence of intricate body plans and the formation of early ecological relationships. Many organisms developed advanced traits such as eyes, specialized limbs, and increasingly complex nervous systems. This rapid diversification opened up new ecological roles, with predation and competition becoming powerful forces that shaped evolutionary pathways. The rise of predators likely prompted defensive and adaptive changes in prey species, creating an evolutionary arms race that fueled further innovation. Another important characteristic of the Cambrian period was the development of improved mobility and new ways of occupying environments. Organisms like trilobites became widespread, displaying sophisticated behavior and ecological roles. The appearance of varied feeding strategies, including filter feeding and active predation, helped establish complex food webs, strengthening the interconnectedness of living systems. Altogether, the Cambrian explosion not only signaled a time of unmatched biological variety, but also established the basic framework of modern ecosystems, ultimately shaping the course of life on Earth for millions of years to come. The Ordovician period, spanning from approximately 484 million to 4 million years ago, was another vital stage in the evolution of life on our planet. Building on the changes initiated during the Cambrian explosion, the Ordovician saw continued diversification of marine life, with many groups evolving rapidly and spreading into newly available ecological niches. One of the most notable advances of this period was the expansion and diversification of marine invertebrates. Brachiopods remained abundant, while the first true corals appeared, giving rise to extensive coral reef systems. These reefs became key marine habitats, supporting countless organisms and playing a major role in shaping marine biodiversity. Other successful groups included graptolites, colonial animals that are especially important for dating geological layers, and mollusks, which diversified into many forms, including early cephalopods with increasingly complex body designs. The Ordovician period also marked the appearance of the earliest land-dwelling organisms, particularly primitive plants. Evidence indicates that simple non-vascular plants began to spread onto land, although terrestrial life was still very limited at this time. This development represented a crucial early step toward the formation of more complex land ecosystems, foreshadowing the later expansion of plants, insects, and other organisms onto land in subsequent geological periods. As marine ecosystems grew in complexity, rising levels of competition and predation encouraged further evolutionary innovation. Many animals evolved enhanced features such as tougher shells and stronger skeletal elements, improving their ability to survive in changing environments. Interactions among species became increasingly complex, leading to the formation of diverse food webs and preparing the groundwork for the major evolutionary changes that would characterize the following Silurian period. The earliest vertebrates known to have appeared on Earth were jawless fish called agnathons, which arose during the Cambrian period around 530 million years ago. These primitive vertebrates displayed the fundamental traits of the vertebrate lineage, including a notochord, which later evolved into a backbone and a basic nervous system. Well-known living representatives of these jawless vertebrates include lampreys and hagfish, which survive to this day. They are characterized by elongated bodies, cartilaginous skeletons, and a relatively simple organization that lacks true jaws. Rather than possessing jaws, they feature specialized mouth structures that enable them to attach to other organisms or feed directly from them, demonstrating a distinctive approach to obtaining food. Their existence in ancient seas points to an early diversification of vertebrates within aquatic ecosystems. As evolutionary history advanced into the Ordovician and Silurian periods, vertebrates developed additional adaptations that allowed them to flourish. In the Silurian period, jawed fish, referred to as gnathostomes, appeared for the first time, representing a major innovation that reshaped vertebrate evolution. The emergence of jaws allowed these fishes to take advantage of new feeding methods, encouraging further diversification and the rise of increasingly complex ecosystems. The arrival of vertebrates marked an important evolutionary milestone, ultimately leading to the evolution of more complex life forms, including amphibians, reptiles, birds, and mammals. The lineage that began with these early jawless fishes laid the foundation for the remarkable biodiversity that defines the vertebrate clade today. The Silurian period, extending from approximately 444 million to 417 million years ago, represented a crucial chapter in the history of life, especially in relation to the colonization of land by plants. During this interval, Earth experienced conditions that favored the spread of life from aquatic habitats onto terrestrial surfaces. The earliest land plants were likely simple non-vascular organisms closely related to modern mosses and liverworts. These pioneering plants were adapted to survive in damp environments, making use of available water and nutrients in the soil. One essential adaptation that supported their establishment on land was the development of basic anchoring structures, modest when compared with the extensive root systems of later plants. They also evolved cuticles, protective layers that limited water loss and helped them survive in exposed terrestrial conditions. The movement of plants onto land had far-reaching ecological consequences. These early plants played a vital role in stabilizing soils, reducing erosion, and creating environments more suitable for other organisms. Plant presence also contributed to the development of more intricate ecosystems, influencing local climates and changing patterns of erosion and sediment deposition. Throughout the Silurian, the expansion of terrestrial plant life likely created new habitats and food sources for many organisms. As plants evolved increasingly complex features, including vascular tissues that enabled efficient transport of water and nutrients, they set the stage for further diversification in subsequent periods. This transformation not only represented a major turning point in plant evolution, but also prepared the foundation for terrestrial ecosystems, capable of supporting a wide range of animal life. The Devonian period, commonly known as the Age of Fishes, spanned from about 420 million to 360 million years ago. During this time, an extraordinary diversity of fishes thrived in the oceans, becoming the dominant life forms. This era saw the evolution of many fish groups, including the first appearances of cartilaginous fishes such as sharks and rays, as well as bony fishes, which diversified into numerous forms. Some of these fishes developed significant adaptations, including more efficient jaws and increasingly complex skeletal structures, enabling them to become effective predators. While fishes dominated aquatic environments, the Devonian also brought major changes on land. Plants progressed from simple forms to more elaborate structures. Early vascular plants and the first true forests appeared, dramatically reshaping terrestrial landscapes. These early plants, including various ferns, horsetails, and the earliest trees such as Archaeopteris, transformed not only the environment but also the atmosphere, contributing to rising oxygen levels that supported the evolutionary expansion of land animals. Furthermore, the Devonian period was critical in the evolution of tetrapods, the ancestors of all land-dwelling vertebrates. Certain lobe-finned fishes began to develop traits suited for life on land, including stronger limbs and lungs, enabling the gradual transition from aquatic to terrestrial habitats. This crucial development marked the origin of amphibians and set the groundwork for the later dominance of reptiles and mammals. The marine environments of the Devonian were also exceptionally diverse, supporting a wide array of invertebrate life forms. Coral reefs expanded dramatically with corals and associated organisms, forming complex and dynamic ecosystems. The oceans were rich with cephalopods, bryozoans, and trilobites, each playing essential roles within the ecological networks of their time. The Devonian period, with its wide range of life forms and major evolutionary developments, established vital foundations for the ecosystems we are familiar with today. The Permian-Triassic extinction event, which took place around 250 million years ago, is recognized as the most devastating mass extinction in Earth's history. Scientists estimate that as much as 97% of all marine species and roughly 75% of terrestrial vertebrates vanished during this crisis. This enormous collapse in biodiversity was probably caused by a combination of forces, including intense volcanic eruptions, dramatic climate shifts, and possibly asteroid impacts. Volcanic activity in the region that is now Siberia released vast quantities of greenhouse gases into the atmosphere, driving sharp increases in global temperatures and causing widespread ocean acidification. In the aftermath of this extinction, Earth's ecological systems experienced profound change. With countless species eliminated, many ecological niches were left empty, opening opportunities for the organisms that survived. Among these survivors were early archosaurs and other reptiles groups that were particularly well suited to adjust and flourish within the radically altered environments. This extinction represented a major turning point, enabling these early ancestors of dinosaurs to spread, diversify, and evolve over the millions of years that followed. The Triassic period, which came after the extinction event, was marked by the expansion and diversification of ecosystems. Forests were repopulated by new varieties of plants, and important reptiles began to dominate many environments. Among these reptiles were the first true dinosaurs, which started to appear during the late Triassic, displaying a wide range of shapes and sizes. With reduced competition for resources and many open ecological roles available, dinosaurs underwent rapid evolutionary change, ultimately rising to become the dominant terrestrial vertebrates throughout the Mesozoic era. This shift demonstrates how extinction events, despite their destructive nature, play a critical role in directing the path of evolution. The Permian-Triassic extinction, though catastrophic in its loss of life, cleared ecological space for new organisms to arise, preparing the stage for the age of dinosaurs, which would last for more than 160 million years. The story of life on Earth has been deeply shaped by such events, revealing the delicate balance of ecosystems, the resilience of living organisms, and the constant process of evolution in response to change. The earliest dinosaurs appeared during the late Triassic period, about 230 million years ago. These first dinosaurs were typically small and bipedal, and many shared certain traits with modern daybirds. They had slim bodies and long tails, features that supported balance and agility. Some of the earliest known dinosaurs include species such as Eoraptor and Herrerasaurus, both relatively lightweight and quick-moving animals roughly comparable in size to a dog. In terms of their physical characteristics, these early dinosaurs displayed features shaped by evolutionary adaptation. Carnivorous species possessed sharp teeth suited for a meat-based diet, while herbivorous forms developed flatter grinding teeth adapted for processing plant material. Their limbs were positioned directly beneath their bodies, an important trait that distinguished them from many other reptiles of the time, enabling more efficient movement and supporting the evolution of larger body sizes in later descendants. Although they were modest in size compared to the gigantic dinosaurs that would appear later, these early forms already showed a range of adaptations. Some were active hunters, while others fed on the abundant vegetation that spread after the Permian-Triassic extinction. The variation in their body plans and lifestyles laid the foundation for the many dinosaur lineages that would later emerge during the Jurassic and Cretaceous periods, eventually giving rise to the iconic giant species often imagined today. As these animals adapted to different habitats and ecological roles, the traits of early dinosaurs set the groundwork for extensive diversification. This initial phase of dinosaur evolution was essential, marking the beginning of a lineage that would dominate land ecosystems for millions of years, eventually evolving into enormous and complex creatures that would capture human imagination for generations. Dinosaurs evolved from a broader group of reptiles known as archosaurs, a lineage that also includes crocodiles and birds. This evolutionary pathway began in the late Triassic period, a time when major environmental and ecological changes created new opportunities for survival and adaptation. Early archosaurs were defined by distinctive skull structures and limb postures characteristics that would strongly influence the later development of dinosaurs. Over time, these early archosaurs split into two principal branches: the Pseudosuchia, which eventually gave rise to modern crocodiles, and the Avametatarsalia, the lineage that led to dinosaurs and their closest relatives. One of the key adaptations that set the ancestors of dinosaurs apart was the positioning of their limbs. These early ancestors evolved an upright stance with their legs placed directly beneath the body, which allowed for more efficient locomotion and increased speed. This change proved vital for survival as environments continued to shift and become more demanding. As archosaurs kept evolving, a range of traits gradually appeared that would later characterize dinosaurs. For example, modifications in skull structure and the emergence of identifying features, including new forms of teeth and more advanced respiratory systems, offered clear advantages in feeding efficiency and metabolism. Some smaller, nimble archosaurs also began to show traits linked to bipedal movement, enabling them to run more quickly, evade predators, or pursue prey more effectively. Across the Triassic period, natural selection slowly favored particular characteristics among these early archosaurs. Traits such as larger body size, improved agility, and adaptations that supported diverse diets allowed different groups to prosper. By the late Triassic, these gradual changes led to the appearance of the first true dinosaurs, which progressively occupied ecological roles left empty by earlier extinction events. This evolutionary story illustrates how minor adaptations accumulated over time can produce major transformations, shaping the course of life on Earth and giving rise to one of the most successful and varied groups of animals ever to exist. Dinosaurs, a diverse and extraordinary group of reptiles, are identified by several defining characteristics that distinguish them from other reptilian lineages. One of the most important features is their unique hip structure. Dinosaurs maintained an upright posture with their legs positioned beneath the body, rather than extending out to the sides, as is common in most other reptiles. This body plan allowed for more efficient movement and greater endurance, helping them succeed in a wide range of environments. Another defining trait lies in their specialized teeth and jaw structures. Different dinosaur groups adapted their teeth to match their diets, whether herbivorous, carnivorous, or omnivorous. Plant-eating dinosaurs typically had broad, flat teeth, designed for grinding vegetation, while meat-eating species possessed sharp, serrated teeth suited for cutting flesh. This variation in dentition reflects the wide array of ecological niches dinosaurs filled. Dinosaurs also showed diversity in their skeletal designs, especially in their limbs and tails. Many species had long, flexible tails that helped with balance and could serve additional purposes such as communication or defense against predators. In some dinosaurs, the forelimbs evolved into highly specialized forms, adapting for flight, grasping, or other specific functions within their environments. In addition, dinosaurs displayed distinct reproductive traits. They reproduced by laying eggs and often practiced nesting behaviors that helped protect and care for their offspring. Together, these features upright posture, specialized teeth, varied skeletal structures, and reproductive strategies define dinosaurs as a unique and highly successful group. This adaptability supported their dominance on land for over 160 million years, highlighting the remarkable evolutionary success of these ancient animals. The climate and geography of the Triassic period played crucial roles in directing dinosaur evolution. During this era, Earth experienced a largely arid climate, with extensive deserts and limited rainfall across many regions. Such conditions encouraged the spread of drought-resistant plants like cycads and ginkgos, which became important food sources for early herbivorous dinosaurs. These harsh environments also rewarded adaptability, as species capable of coping with changing climates gained significant advantages. Geographically, the Triassic was defined by the supercontinent Pangaea, whose existence strongly influenced evolutionary patterns. The connection of vast land areas allowed species to disperse across great distances, increasing genetic exchange and diversity. At the same time, certain regions remained isolated, fostering distinct evolutionary pathways. This immense landmass contained many ecological niches, enabling early dinosaur ancestors to adapt to a wide range of conditions, from scorching deserts to milder temperate zones. As Pangaea slowly began to break apart toward the end of the Triassic, new coastlines and inland seas formed, creating even more varied habitats. These geological shifts introduced fresh challenges and opportunities, pushing dinosaurs to develop new survival strategies. Species that could adjust to fragmented landscapes were more likely to thrive, ultimately leading to the diversification of multiple dinosaur lineages. Furthermore, the climate of the Triassic period, marked by shifting temperatures and changing patterns of rainfall, pushed evolution to proceed at a rapid pace. Dinosaurs that were able to tolerate and adapt to unstable environmental conditions were more likely to survive and reproduce successfully. The close relationship between climate geography and the evolutionary trajectories of early dinosaurs encouraged the development of traits that would later allow them to dominate future periods effectively, laying the groundwork for the remarkable diversity of dinosaur species seen throughout the Mesozoic era. Dinosaurs are mainly divided into two major groups, Saurischiae and Ornithischia. This division is determined by differences in hip structure and related anatomical features, often examined through phylogenetic analysis to clarify these relationships. Paleontologists study fossil remains in detail, carefully analyzing skeletal structures, teeth, and other anatomical components to assign dinosaurs to specific clades, which represent distinct evolutionary lineages. Through the application of cladistics, scientists are able to identify how various dinosaur groups are connected and to follow their evolutionary development across long spans of time. Beyond these primary divisions, dinosaurs are further organized into numerous families and species based on defining traits and fossil evidence. This classification framework not only brings order to the immense variety of dinosaurs, but also deepens our understanding of their evolutionary history. Specialized adaptations and interactions within their ecosystems. By examining these connections, researchers can trace the complex evolutionary pathways of dinosaurs and better understand the ecological roles they fulfilled during the Mesozoic era. Herbivorous and carnivorous dinosaurs showed clear and meaningful differences in both physical structure and behavior, reflecting their adaptations to very different diets. One of the most obvious distinctions appears in their teeth and jaw design. Plant-eating dinosaurs such as Triceratops and Brachiosaurus generally had wide, flat teeth well suited for crushing and grinding tough vegetation. Their jaws were often built to allow side-to-side movement, making it easier to process plant material efficiently. By contrast, meat-eating dinosaurs like Tyrannosaurus rex and Velociraptor possessed sharp serrated teeth ideal for cutting through flesh, and their jaws typically moved in a more forward motion, well adapted for seizing and holding prey. Differences in body structure between these two groups were also striking. Herbivorous dinosaurs often had large, bulky bodies, supported by powerful limbs capable of bearing great weight and enabling movement across a variety of landscapes. Many of them developed long necks, which allowed access to high vegetation in trees or to graze across wide expanses of low-growing plants. In contrast, many carnivorous dinosaurs were shaped for speed and agility, with lighter, more streamlined bodies and elongated limbs designed for rapid bursts of motion. Theropods, the group that includes most carnivorous dinosaurs, typically had strong hind limbs for running, and well-developed forelimbs used for grasping or attacking prey. These physical characteristics strongly influenced behavior and feeding strategies. Herbivorous dinosaurs often gathered in herds as a defense against predators, relying on their size and numbers to discourage attacks. Their feeding habits frequently led to seasonal migrations in search of plentiful vegetation. In several species, particularly during later periods, complex nesting behaviors have been identified, suggesting some level of parental care for offspring. Carnivorous dinosaurs, in contrast, evolved as a range of hunting strategies. Some species hunted alone, while others, such as pack-hunting theropods, displayed cooperative behavior that allowed them to bring down larger prey. Their predatory lifestyle demanded sharp sensory abilities, leading to adaptations such as keen vision and highly developed hearing. These contrasting anatomical features and behavioral patterns reveal the wide range of ecological niches occupied by herbivorous and carnivorous dinosaurs, shaping ecosystem dynamics and guiding the evolutionary directions of both groups. Among the largest dinosaurs known to have existed are Argentinosaurus, Brachiosaurus, and Spinosaurus. Argentinosaurus is frequently regarded as one of the largest, reaching lengths of approximately 100 feet or more, and weighing as much as 100 tons. Brachiosaurus, famous for its long neck and towering height, could also attain enormous size, particularly notable for its ability to browse vegetation high above the ground. Spinosaurus, although not as long as some sauropods, was exceptionally massive and distinctive, with estimates indicating lengths of over 50 feet and a weight of around 8 tons, made recognizable by its sail-like spine. Such immense sizes were the result of different growth strategies and evolutionary adaptations. Compared with smaller dinosaurs, these gigantic species benefited from notable advantages, including greater access to food resources. As herbivores, for instance, enormous dinosaurs were able to stretch high into trees to reach leaves, consuming vast quantities of plant matter that smaller animals could not access, which in turn reduced competition for food resources. In addition, their large body size offered increased protection from predators, allowing the biggest dinosaurs to survive and flourish, with fewer natural threats in their surroundings. The ability of these dinosaurs to grow so large was also shaped by highly efficient respiratory and metabolic systems. Many of the largest species are believed to have possessed air sacs similar to those found in modern birds, a feature that may have improved oxygen intake and nutrient absorption. This physiological advantage would have supported the maintenance of their massive bodies while maximizing energy efficiency. Furthermore, rapid growth during early stages of life played a crucial role, as reaching large sizes quickly would have enhanced survival chances and reproductive success. Together, effective feeding strategies, well-developed adaptations, and strong evolutionary advantages enabled these giant dinosaurs not only to attain extraordinary sizes, but also to dominate their ecosystems for millions of years. The environmental conditions of the Mesozoic era likely supported both the development and long-term dominance of these remarkable giants, captivating scientists and the general public alike. Several dinosaurs are particularly well known for their unusual traits and specialized adaptations, highlighting the incredible diversity within this group. One notable example is Stegosaurus, famous for its distinctive plates along its back and its spiked tail known as a thagomizer. The large bony plates running along the spine were likely used for display temperature regulation or defense against predators, while the tail spikes functioned as a powerful weapon. These features made Stegosaurus especially distinctive among herbivorous dinosaurs. The Rhesiosaurus represents another extraordinary case recognized for its extremely long claws, which could exceed a foot in length. Unlike the claws of typical carnivorous dinosaurs, these structures suggest a primarily herbivorous diet, and were likely used to gather and pull vegetation within reach. Its unusual body shape, featuring a bulky torso combined with long, slender limbs, demonstrates how evolutionary adaptations can produce unexpected feeding strategies. The Rhesiosaurus clearly illustrates the wide range of forms and ecological roles dinosaurs occupied. Pachycephalosaurus provides yet another striking example of specialization, being known for its thick, domed skull, which could reach up to 10 inches in thickness. This dome may have been used in headbutting behaviors similar to those observed in modern rams, offering an advantage during male-to-male competition. The distinctive adaptations seen in these dinosaurs reveal not only the diversity within the dinosaur clade, but also how specific traits evolved in response to environmental challenges to improve survival. These remarkable features deepen our understanding of how dinosaurs interacted with one another and with their ecosystems, further emphasizing their fascinating evolutionary history. Dinosaurs displayed an extraordinary range of body sizes, from some of the smallest known species to immense giants that once roamed the Earth. At the smaller end of this spectrum, species such as Microraptor were roughly the size of a crow, with an estimated length of about 2 feet. Microraptor was a feathered dinosaur exhibiting adaptations that allowed it to glide between trees, demonstrating that even small dinosaurs could evolve highly specialized features for survival. At the opposite extreme, colossal dinosaurs such as Argentinosaurus and Brachiosaurus reached truly enormous dimensions. Argentinosaurus is often regarded as one of the largest land animals to have ever lived, exceeding 100 feet in length and weighing more than 100 tons. Brachiosaurus, known for its long neck and massive body, achieved similarly impressive proportions, towering over surrounding vegetation to feed on leaves high above the ground. Such immense size offered clear advantages in both feeding and predator avoidance, as larger animals generally faced fewer threats than smaller ones. The wide variation in dinosaur size was driven by a combination of evolutionary pressures, ecological niches, and the availability of resources. Large herbivorous dinosaurs could efficiently exploit plentiful plant material, enabling substantial growth as they matured, while their sheer size acted as a deterrent to predators. In contrast, smaller dinosaurs often filled different ecological roles, thriving as swift hunters or adapting to tree-dwelling lifestyles, where agility and speed were more important than brute strength. These differences in size highlight the remarkable diversity of dinosaurs and their capacity to adapt to a wide range of environmental conditions. They also demonstrate how dinosaurs, no matter their size, fulfilled vital roles within their ecosystems, supporting intricate food webs and interactions that helped shape the Mesozoic era. The variation in body size, ranging from very small species to truly enormous ones, highlights the remarkable evolutionary path these ancient animals experienced, a journey that ultimately led to their long-lasting success and dominance on Earth for millions of years. Tyrannosaurus rex is frequently considered one of the most fearsome predators in dinosaur history, and this reputation arose from several important traits. One of the most notable features of T. rex was its immense size, reaching up to 5 feet in length and weighing about 9 tons. Its massive presence alone made it a dominant force within its environment. Strong, muscular legs enabled short bursts of speed, allowing it to pursue or ambush prey effectively, despite its large body. The physical structure of Tyrannosaurus rex was central to its effectiveness as a hunter. Its enormous skull contained rows of sharp serrated teeth that could grow longer than 12 inches. These teeth were well suited for tearing through flesh and crushing bone, delivering tremendous force with each bite. In addition, T. rex possessed exceptionally powerful jaw muscles, producing a bite force believed to be among the strongest of any land animal. This capability allowed it to overpower large plant-eating dinosaurs, including Triceratops and hadrosaurs. Tyrannosaurus rex also had highly developed senses, especially strong vision and an acute sense of smell. Studies indicate that its eyesight was binocular, giving it the depth perception needed for precise hunting. Its enlarged olfactory bulbs point to a well-developed sense of smell, enabling it to locate prey from considerable distances. These sensory advantages made T. rex an extremely efficient predator, capable of detecting prey even in thick vegetation or across wide areas. Social behavior may have further increased its hunting success. Although T. rex is commonly portrayed as a lone hunter, some evidence suggests that it may have shown group behavior, particularly among younger individuals, to bring down larger prey or protect territory from rivals. The combination of immense size, raw strength, advanced senses, and possible cooperative strategies firmly established Tyrannosaurus rex as a top predator of its era, allowing it to flourish within the ecosystems of the late Cretaceous period. Stegosaurus, among the most easily recognized dinosaurs, is known for its large bony plates along its back, and the distinctive spikes at the end of its tail referred to as the thagomizer. These structures likely served multiple purposes that are essential for understanding how the animal lived and survived. The leading explanation for the plates is that they functioned primarily as display structures. Rising upright along the spine, they would have been highly visible to other dinosaurs, making them useful for communication, possibly signaling health, fitness, or readiness to mate. The plates of Stegosaurus may also have played a role in regulating body temperature. Recent studies suggest that blood vessels running through the plates could have helped release excess heat, assisting with thermoregulation. This adaptation would have been especially important for a large-bodied animal living in the changing climates of the late Jurassic, since maintaining a stable internal temperature is vital for proper metabolic function. In this way, the plates may have served both communication and temperature control purposes. The thagomizer, made up of 4 to 10 sharp spikes at the tip of the tail, acted as a formidable defensive weapon. When threatened, Stegosaurus could swing its tail with force, potentially inflicting serious or even fatal injuries on predators. This feature was crucial for survival, as large carnivores in its habitat would have posed constant danger. The thagomizer gave Stegosaurus an effective means of self-defense while it searched for food. Overall, the physical adaptations of Stegosaurus, including its plates for display and thermoregulation and its thagomizer for protection, reveal the complexity of its ecological role and its interactions within the environment. These traits not only supported survival, but also influenced social behavior, illustrating the close connection between form, function, and adaptation throughout dinosaur evolution. Velociraptor has often been depicted in popular culture, especially in films such as Jurassic Park, as a large, feathered, highly intelligent predator capable of coordinated group hunting. In reality, Velociraptor, which lived during the late Cretaceous period about 75 million years ago, was much smaller and possessed physical characteristics that differ greatly from these exaggerated portrayals. The true Velociraptor was approximately the size of a modern-day chicken. Standing about 2 feet tall at the hip, and measuring roughly 5 to 6 feet in length when its long tail is included. One of the most important contrasts involves how Velociraptor actually looked. Scientific research indicates that its body was covered in feathers, a conclusion supported by fossil discoveries, including a well-preserved specimen that clearly displayed feather impressions. These feathers likely helped with regulating body temperature and may also have played a role in visual display. But they unquestionably reinforced its identity as a bird-like dinosaur rather than the scaly reptilian animal often shown in movies. The widely recognized image of a large, smooth-skinned, scaly predator does not align with modern scientific understanding of Velociraptor's appearance. Another common misunderstanding concerns Velociraptor's intelligence and hunting behavior. Although these dinosaurs were probably quick-moving and equipped with sharp claws, the idea that they engaged in highly organized pack hunting remains more speculative than proven. Fossil evidence suggests that some theropods, including Velociraptor, might have shown social tendencies, yet the degree and structure of these interactions are still being actively studied. The concept of them behaving as clever, tightly coordinated hunters has become deeply embedded in popular culture, but it may not accurately represent what current paleontological evidence reveals about their true behavior. In summary, while Velociraptor has strongly influenced the imagination through films and media, scientific evidence presents a far smaller feathered animal with specific adaptations and behaviors that clearly link it to the evolutionary lineage of modern birds. Ongoing discoveries in paleontology continue to refine our understanding of dinosaurs, revealing that they were far more varied and complex than traditional portrayals once suggested. Brachiosaurus stands out among sauropods mainly because of its unusual body design. This dinosaur, which lived during the late Jurassic period, possessed long forelimbs that were noticeably taller than its hind limbs. This distinctive trait set Brachiosaurus apart by giving it a more upright stance, allowing its head to rise far higher above the ground than that of other sauropods. With this posture, it could feed on vegetation high in the treetops, making it a specialized herbivore, well adapted to a diverse diet. While many of its contemporaries focused on grazing low-growing plants, Brachiosaurus had access to taller plant life. This adaptation proved vital in a competitive ecosystem. Its elongated neck allowed it to gather food efficiently, without moving extensively, conserving energy while maximizing intake. Research suggests that Brachiosaurus favored specific types of conifers and cycads, which were common within its environment. In addition, the immense size of Brachiosaurus contributed greatly to its distinctive reputation. Estimates indicate that this impressive animal could reach heights of up to 80 feet and weigh as much as 50 tons. Such enormous size not only discouraged potential predators, but also placed it near the top of the food chain within its habitat. The combination of unique anatomical traits and extraordinary scale demonstrates how Brachiosaurus established a specialized role among the massive sauropods of its time. Lastly, unlike many dinosaurs that depended largely on speed or agility for survival, Brachiosaurus represented a different evolutionary strategy. Its vast size and feeding habits have helped scientists understand the evolutionary pathways of large herbivores and how they adapted to their surroundings. This dinosaur remains a powerful symbol of the prehistoric world, continuing to fascinate with its remarkable form and ecological importance. Evidence supporting dinosaur social behavior comes from a range of fossil findings and interpretations of ancient environments. One of the key indicators is the existence of fossilized trackways, which imply that certain species traveled together in groups. In some cases, paleontologists have discovered trackways containing numerous footprints, suggesting that these dinosaurs moved collectively, likely in herds. Such grouping behavior in certain species points to the possibility of social structures and interactions similar to those observed in many modern animals. Fossil remains also shed light on social behavior, especially at sites where multiple individuals of the same species have been found in close association. These groupings suggest that dinosaurs may have lived socially, whether as a means of protection from predators or for reproductive reasons. For instance, some discoveries indicate that certain species engaged in communal nesting, where multiple females laid their eggs in a shared location. This practice not only provides insight into potential parental care, but also reveals a level of social interaction not typically associated with reptiles. Furthermore, the study of particular dinosaur fossils reveals indications of intricate behaviors, including dominance hierarchies and cooperative interactions. Bite marks preserved on bones may point to encounters between individuals, potentially connected to competition over resources or the existence of social rankings within groups. In addition, certain dinosaurs, such as theropods, have been interpreted as displaying pack-like behaviors comparable to those of modern-day wolves. By using advanced techniques such as isotopic analysis, scientists are also able to gain insights into the diets and living environments of these dinosaurs, which in turn helps clarify their social relationships based on access to resources. When food becomes limited, forming social groups can improve chances of survival, leading paleontologists to propose that environmental conditions and resource distribution played a crucial role in shaping the social structures of different dinosaur species. Taken together, these lines of evidence form a picture of rich and complex social lives among these remarkable animals. Dinosaurs likely relied on a mix of vocal sounds, body movements, and possibly visual signals to communicate with one another. Recent research suggests that many species were capable of producing sounds, whether for attracting mates or alerting others in their group to water sources or the presence of potential predators. Visual communication also appears to have been an important element of dinosaur interaction. Numerous species possessed physical traits that could enhance visual displays, including crests, frills, and distinctive coloration. For instance, some dinosaurs may have used bold colors or elaborate anatomical features to draw the attention of mates or to establish dominance within a social group. Such traits could convey valuable information during displays or confrontations, signaling health strength or social standing. Fossilized impressions and representations preserved in rock formations offer clues about the possibility of visual signaling in these creatures. Moreover, social behaviors such as herding or nesting would have required some form of communication to coordinate movement and maintain group unity. This suggests a rich and potentially sophisticated system of interaction among these ancient animals. As paleontologists continue to analyze fossil evidence and compare it with modern species, our understanding of how dinosaurs interacted with one another continues to grow. Dinosaur mating rituals and courtship behaviors, although not preserved in the fossil record as directly as bones or trackways, can still be inferred through multiple forms of evidence and by drawing comparisons with modern animals. One particularly informative area of research focuses on the physical features observed in certain species, including crests, frills, and ornamental structures. In many living animals, such characteristics act as signals of health or genetic quality, implying that similar features in dinosaurs may have played a meaningful role in attracting mates. Traits such as large horns or vividly colored scales could have been central to courtship displays, much like the way peacocks fan their feathers today. Different dinosaur species appear to have exhibited a wide range of parental care strategies inferred from fossil discoveries and comparisons with modern birds, which are close relatives of dinosaurs. Some of the most thoroughly documented examples come from theropods, particularly species such as Oviraptor and Troodon. Fossilized nests containing eggs and even hatchlings indicate that these dinosaurs practiced active nesting behaviors. In several cases, the discovery of adult fossils positioned near nests strengthens the idea that certain species cared for their young after hatching, likely protecting them from predators and possibly guiding them in early foraging activities. Nesting colonies have also been uncovered, offering insights into the social dimensions of parental care. Some species seem to have engaged in communal nesting, where multiple individuals laid eggs within a shared area, potentially increasing the survival chances of hatchlings through collective defense. This pattern reflects a social structure that placed importance on caring for offspring, underscoring the role of group dynamics in juvenile survival. Fossil evidence further suggests that certain dinosaurs may have practiced brooding behavior with adults, resting atop nests to keep eggs warm in a manner similar to modern birds. By contrast, other dinosaur groups, such as sauropods, show less direct fossil evidence of hands-on parental care. Nevertheless, discoveries of large groupings of young individuals imply that social structures may still have existed, suggesting that juvenile dinosaurs benefited from growing up in groups for protection. The immense size of these herds and their collective behavior may have promoted a form of shared vigilance, even if adults were not closely involved in nurturing. Overall, the available evidence points to a broad spectrum of parental care strategies among dinosaurs, ranging from attentive and direct care in certain theropods to more communal and indirect forms of protection and support in large herbivorous species. This range of behaviors highlights that the instinct to protect and ensure the survival of the next generation was an important part of dinosaur life, demonstrating the complexity of their social systems and evolutionary developments. Proof of herding behavior in dinosaurs comes from multiple fossil sources, including trackways, bone concentrations, and nesting areas. Among the strongest lines of evidence are fossilized trackways, which frequently display several sets of footprints moving in the same direction, suggesting that groups of dinosaurs traveled together. These trackways can show clear patterns, such as parallel paths that point to coordination among individuals. For example, numerous theropod footprints discovered in certain regions indicate that these dinosaurs moved in groups, possibly for safety or social interaction. Bone beds represent another major source of evidence for herding. Paleontologists have identified sites where large numbers of fossils from the same dinosaur species are found clustered together. These collections often contain individuals of different ages, suggesting that they lived together as a community. In some situations, such groupings imply that the dinosaurs may have perished during mass death events, potentially caused by environmental shifts or predation. Such discoveries point to social structures in which individuals regularly gathered and lived close to one another, reinforcing the idea of herd-like behavior. Nesting sites also offer insight into dinosaur social life. Certain dinosaur species, especially some theropods, practiced colonial nesting with many nests located within a limited area. This shared nesting behavior suggests social bonding during breeding seasons and supports the view that these animals lived in groups. Parental care and cooperative nesting likely strengthen the advantages of herd living, as group behavior would have increased protection for young dinosaurs against predators. Taken together, evidence from trackways, bone beds, and shared nesting sites across multiple dinosaur species presents a complex picture of their social behavior. In many cases, the data indicates that dinosaurs flourished in group environments, using herding strategies to survive. This social organization probably played a key role in their evolutionary success, shaping how they interacted with both their surroundings and one another. Bipedal dinosaurs such as theropods developed specialized adaptations that enabled them to balance and move efficiently on two legs. A key feature supporting this bipedal stance was their long, powerful hind limbs. The femur, or thigh bone, was strong and connected to a pelvic structure that provided stability. These traits supported an upright posture, which was essential for effective movement. In bipedal dinosaurs, the center of gravity was generally positioned above the hips, helping maintain balance during standing and walking. Muscles and tendons were crucial in supporting posture and enabling motion. In some smaller theropods, unique features in the ankle joints allowed them to pivot and change direction quickly while running. These traits would have been especially valuable for escaping predators or chasing prey. In contrast, sauropods possessed a highly efficient circulatory system capable of moving blood throughout their massive bodies. Evidence indicates that they had large hearts with thick muscular walls to maintain sufficient blood pressure and ensure circulation even to their elevated heads. The evolution of these combined adaptations allowed sauropods to succeed as the largest land animals ever to exist, providing biological solutions that supported their enormous size while preserving mobility. Determining how fast different dinosaur species could run relies on fossil data, trackway studies, and comparisons with modern animals. Some dinosaurs had lightweight bodies, strong hind limbs, and agile builds that allowed them to sprint effectively, an ability that would have offered clear advantages. Herbivorous dinosaurs also exhibited varied running abilities. Smaller species such as the sturdily built Hypsilophodon were capable of reaching speeds of about 20 to 30 miles per hour. Their relatively low body weight and powerful hind limbs made them fast and agile, helping them flee from predators. There is also evidence that certain dinosaurs could swim, a conclusion drawn by paleontologists from fossil traces and anatomical characteristics. A notable example includes some theropods, such as Spinosaurus. Fossil evidence of Spinosaurus shows features such as a crocodile-like snout and elongated limbs, indicating that it was highly adapted to an aquatic or semi-aquatic way of life. Its overall body design suggests it was capable of moving through water efficiently, in a manner similar to present-day aquatic predators. Additional clues come from trackways and preserved footprints discovered close to ancient water sources. Certain species, including large sauropods, left tracks that imply they walked through shallow water, suggesting they could swim to some degree. The existence of large claws further supports the idea that these animals were able to move across soft, muddy ground environments commonly found along rivers or coastlines. Although these dinosaurs were not fully aquatic, they likely depended on water for feeding opportunities or as a means of protection. Moreover, some fossil discoveries include dinosaur remains within marine sediments, implying that these animals were often near water or interacting with aquatic settings. Fossils uncovered in areas that were once submerged indicate that some dinosaur species traveled through or even inhabited watery environments, reinforcing the concept that certain dinosaurs possessed partial swimming abilities. Comparisons with modern reptiles also offer valuable perspectives on swimming behavior. Many living birds and reptiles retain traits suited for life in or around water. This continuity suggests that similar adaptations may have developed in some dinosaur lineages, meaning that while not every dinosaur was a swimmer, specific species clearly demonstrated the ability to move through water effectively as part of their ecological role. In addition, the geographic spread of fossils provides insight into long-distance movement and migration patterns. Fossil records show that remains of certain species appear across widely separated regions, indicating that these dinosaurs may have traveled significant distances between habitats. Scientists have recognized patterns linked to climatic shifts, where changes in vegetation and climate likely influenced the movement of these large animals as they searched for food and other resources. Studying the migratory behavior of modern animals further deepens our understanding of possible dinosaur migration. Many living species migrate in response to food supply temperature variation or breeding requirements. These similarities have led researchers to propose that dinosaurs may have exhibited comparable adaptive behaviors shaped by the environmental pressures of their ecosystems. One commonly discussed example of dinosaur intelligence is Troodon, which is estimated to have had one of the highest encephalization quotients among dinosaurs. Although Troodon's brain was small in absolute size, it was relatively large compared to its body, suggesting advanced cognitive potential and the capacity for complex behavior. Troodon also possessed forward-facing eyes, which would have improved depth perception. Some scientists have suggested that these traits enabled more sophisticated hunting strategies, as heightened senses would have supported efficient foraging and social interaction. The form of its teeth and claws indicates it was a flexible predator, likely using its intelligence to adapt to its surroundings and pursue a variety of prey. Another group of theropods that may have exhibited higher intelligence includes the the larger and more socially inclined dromaeosaurids, such as Velociraptor. Evidence pointing to cooperative behavior, including trackways that show multiple individuals moving together, implies social organization that may reflect a degree of social intelligence similar to that seen in modern birds with complex group behaviors. With strong, agile bodies and possible pack-hunting tactics, these dinosaurs likely depended on communication and coordination. Paleontologists also take into account the evolutionary link between birds and theropods when evaluating intelligence. Because modern birds demonstrate notable problem-solving abilities, social bonding, and even tool use, it is reasonable to assume that some of their dinosaur ancestors shared comparable cognitive traits. As a result, dinosaurs like Troodon and certain dromaeosaurids, which show signs of advanced sensory capabilities and complex social behavior, are often considered among the most intelligent members of the dinosaur clade. Dinosaurs also appear to have possessed a wide range of olfactory abilities which differed greatly among species and ecological roles. In many theropods, including several carnivorous forms, the configuration of the nasal passages and the relatively large abdominal size of the olfactory bulbs point to a well-developed sense of smell. These features suggest that they were capable of detecting odors across long distances, an ability that would have been vital for tracking prey and navigating their environments. These forms of communal behavior point to an awareness of their surroundings and an ability to cooperate in navigating them, particularly when facing predators or searching for food. Their habitats included lush forests, arid deserts, expansive plains, and coastal regions. Throughout the Mesozoic era, dinosaurs occupied this wide range of ecosystems, and these settings played a major role in shaping their behavior and evolutionary paths. Forests filled with towering conifers and cycads offered abundant nourishment for herbivorous dinosaurs. Such dense environments often supported many species at once, enabling complex interactions among different kinds of dinosaurs. The plentiful plant life in these forests also sustained enormous herbivores, including long-necked sauropods that fed high among the treetops. Certain theropods and smaller dinosaurs became well suited to forested landscapes, using vegetation cover to stalk and ambush their prey. Deserts, by contrast, imposed far more demanding conditions, marked by extreme temperatures and scarce water sources. Even so, some dinosaurs successfully adapted to survive within these dry environments. Coastal regions and wetlands were likewise essential components of dinosaur ecosystems, as areas near water supported a wide variety of species. By consuming diverse plant materials, including leaves, fruits and roots, these dinosaurs helped regulate plant growth. Large species such as sauropods not only ate vast quantities of vegetation, but also aided seed dispersal, encouraging biodiversity. Their feeding habits may have influenced which plant species spread and prospered as they opened patches of vegetation while grazing on certain plants. Predatory dinosaurs, especially formidable theropods, functioned as apex predators in their ecosystems. Their role was crucial in controlling herbivore populations and maintaining ecological balance. Without such predation unchecked, grazing could have damaged plant communities and triggered ecosystem collapse. The ongoing interactions between predators and prey drove a wide range of adaptations shaping survival strategies on both sides. Dinosaurs also engaged with other organisms, including plants and animals, in complex and interconnected ways. For example, nesting activities could alter local environments by changing soil composition and structure. Some species may even have developed symbiotic relationships with other organisms, further strengthening their ecological influence. Through these numerous interactions, dinosaurs played a part in the evolution of many species, highlighting their significance not only as individual animals, but as integral elements of broader ecological systems. The arrangement of land masses during the Mesozoic era had a deep influence on dinosaur evolution and diversity. At that time, Earth's continents were organized very differently than they are today, shaped by ongoing geological processes that joined and separated land masses. As continents drifted apart or collided, they produced a variety of environments that affected how dinosaurs adapted and diversified. During the Triassic period, the supercontinent Pangaea brought nearly all land together, creating an extensive and relatively uniform habitat that supported the early diversification of dinosaur ancestors. When Pangaea began to fragment in the Jurassic period, certain dinosaur populations became geographically isolated. This separation led to distinct evolutionary trajectories as groups adapted to specific local conditions and ecological niches, greatly increasing diversity. As continents continued to separate, different climates and ecosystems developed across regions. Some dinosaurs flourished in the dry environments of what is now North America, while others adapted to lush tropical forests in Europe and Asia. This allowed species to establish themselves in entirely new habitats, contributing to their long-term evolutionary success. Geographic isolation was also central to speciation. When populations were divided by oceans or mountain ranges, they evolved independently, accumulating genetic differences over time that resulted in new species finely tuned to their environments. This broader group included not only dinosaurs, but also pterosaurs, flying reptiles that dominated the skies. These animals ranged widely in size, from small and agile forms to massive species with impressive wingspans. As predators and scavengers, pterosaurs occupied aerial ecological niches beyond the reach of dinosaurs, playing vital roles in ecosystems by exploiting airspace that terrestrial dinosaurs could not access. Marine environments were also rich with life during this time. Plesiosaurs and ichthyosaurs, both classified as marine reptiles, were powerful swimmers that occupied the positions of apex predators in the seas. They pursued a wide variety of marine organisms, including fish and ammonites. Alongside these reptiles, many kinds of sharks and bony fish prospered together, forming intricate and interdependent food webs. Large numbers of cephalopods, especially ammonites, were widespread and formed an important part of the diet of numerous marine reptiles, helping to sustain a dynamic and lively underwater ecosystem. On land, a wide range of plant life form the foundation of terrestrial ecosystems. Ferns, cycads, and ginkgos were common throughout the Mesozoic, supplying vital nourishment for herbivorous dinosaurs. Conifers dominated many regions, providing not only food for large plant eaters such as sauropods, but also shelter and living space for smaller organisms. The later appearance of flowering plants during the Cretaceous period introduced major ecological shifts, as these plants created new food sources and habitats for dinosaurs as well as other animals. Beyond vertebrates, many invertebrate species occupied important ecological niches within these environments. Insects thrived, contributing to pollination and acting as a food source for small dinosaurs and other animals. The coexistence of such a wide variety of organisms produced a complex network of interactions that shaped ecological processes, emphasizing the diversity and interconnectedness of life during the age of dinosaurs. Each group played a distinct role within these systems, making the Mesozoic a remarkably active and colorful chapter in Earth's history. Herbivorous dinosaurs evolved a range of specialized features that allowed them to process and digest tough plant matter effectively, a necessity given the fibrous nature of many Mesozoic plants. One of the most important developments was the refinement of dental structures and tooth arrangements. Many plant-eating dinosaurs, particularly large sauropods, had numerous teeth adapted for cutting and grinding vegetation during feeding. For example, the broad grinding teeth of hadrosaurs enabled them to break down tough leaves and stems efficiently in a way comparable to modern-day grazing animals. Beyond their teeth, the digestive systems of herbivorous dinosaurs adapted to the challenge of breaking down plant cellulose. Many species developed elongated gastrointestinal tracts, allowing plant material to remain in the system longer for fermentation. This prolonged digestive process helped break down resistant fibers and improved the absorption of nutrients. Some dinosaurs are thought to have possessed specialized stomach structures that promoted the fermentation of plant matter in a way similar to modern ruminants. In addition, many herbivorous dinosaurs likely depended on gut microbes to assist with digestion. Just as animals such as cows host specific bacteria that help decompose cellulose, dinosaurs may have supported unique microbial communities that enabled efficient nutrient extraction from vegetation. Together, microbial fermentation and other anatomical adaptations allowed herbivorous dinosaurs not only to survive on coarse plant diets, but to flourish within their ecosystems. Feeding behavior also played an important role in digestion. Large sauropods could browse high in trees or feed on low-lying plants, giving them access to a wide range of food sources. Their capacity to consume enormous quantities of vegetation each day was crucial for maintaining their massive body sizes and meeting their energy demands. These adaptations underscore the remarkable evolutionary pathways of herbivorous dinosaurs and illustrate the complex connections between organisms and their environments throughout the Mesozoic era. Carnivorous dinosaurs relied on a variety of hunting techniques, demonstrating flexibility and skill in capturing prey. One prominent method was ambush hunting, in which dinosaurs such as Velociraptor used agility and stealth to their advantage. By combining speed with concealment, these predators could remain hidden among vegetation or rocks until unsuspecting herbivores moved close enough. This approach allowed for sudden rapid attacks that increased the likelihood of a successful strike. Cooperative or pack hunting represents another intriguing strategy seen in certain theropods. Fossil evidence indicates that species such as Deinonychus and possibly even larger carnivores may have hunted together in coordinated groups. By working as a team, they could surround prey or force it into restricted spaces, making it easier to overcome larger or better defended animals. This cooperative behavior not only enhanced hunting efficiency, but also enabled carnivorous dinosaurs to target prey that would have been too large or dangerous for a single hunter to defeat on its own. In addition, certain carnivorous dinosaurs relied on their formidable physical power as their main means of hunting. For instance, large tyrannosaurids, recognized for their enormous size and exceptional strength, often faced their prey head-on. Equipped with massive jaws lined with sharp teeth, these predators were capable of crushing bones and ripping through flesh, which enabled them to consume carcasses after a successful kill or to scavenge when opportunities arose. Their highly developed sense of smell likely assisted them in detecting carrion from a distance, allowing them to make the most of available food resources within their habitats. The wide range of hunting approaches seen among carnivorous dinosaurs demonstrates their remarkable adaptability to different ecological niches. From stealthy ambushes to coordinated pack hunters and dominant power-based predators, each strategy reflects the specific adaptations these animals evolved in order to survive. Their success as apex predators meant they played an essential role in preserving ecological balance, shaping prey populations and competition among other species throughout the Mesozoic world. The differences observed in dinosaur teeth are closely connected to their diets, revealing the wide variety of feeding strategies and ecological roles they occupied during the Mesozoic era. Herbivorous dinosaurs generally possessed flat, wide teeth, suited for grinding and processing tough plant matter. For example, sauropods and hadrosaurs had teeth with shearing or grinding surfaces that enabled them to efficiently break down fibrous vegetation. This feature was vital for extracting nutrients from what were hard-to-digest plants that dominated their environments. By contrast, carnivorous dinosaurs exhibited teeth specialized for gripping and tearing meat. Theropods such as Tyrannosaurus rex and Velociraptor had sharp serrated teeth that allowed them to slice through skin and muscle with ease. These teeth were built for durability and effectiveness, helping them deliver powerful bites and tear apart the carcasses of other animals. Tooth shape and size varied between species, with some forms being more finely adapted to specific hunting or scavenging behaviors, depending on overall dietary needs. Moreover, omnivorous dinosaurs displayed a mix of dental characteristics that reflected their flexible diets. These dinosaurs, including certain theropod species, possessed sharp teeth for catching prey, alongside flatter teeth for grinding plant material. This combination enabled them to exploit a wide range of food sources, including both animal flesh and vegetation, which likely gave them an advantage in environments where food availability shifted over time. The variety of dental adaptations found among dinosaurs highlights the close relationship between form and function in evolution. By studying dinosaur teeth, paleontologists gain important insights into diet and lifestyle, offering a clearer view of how these extraordinary creatures interacted with their surroundings and with one another within the complex ecosystems of the Mesozoic era. Evidence supporting scavenging behavior in dinosaurs comes from multiple fossil discoveries and interpretations of their physical traits and actions. One major line of evidence involves the analysis of bite marks on fossilized bones. Scientists have identified herbivorous dinosaur bones bearing distinctive tooth impressions, indicating that carnivorous dinosaurs gnawed on these remains to reach the nutrient-rich marrow inside. Such marks suggest not only active hunting but also scavenging, since some evidence shows dinosaurs feeding on animals that were already dead. Another important indicator lies in the size and structure of certain dinosaur teeth. Carnivores like Tyrannosaurus rex possessed extremely strong jaws and large serrated teeth that were effective not only for killing prey but also for tearing into carcasses. The form of these teeth implies that some species were well suited to consuming scavenged meat as well as freshly killed prey. Their ability to break bones further suggests they could fully exploit the remains of other animals, maximizing the nutritional value obtained from dead organisms. Additional support comes from fossil records of mass death events, often linked to natural disasters, which provide insight into scavenging habits. Dinosaurs, including theropods, likely congregated around carcasses left behind by such events, taking advantage of plentiful food supplies. This behavior is sometimes reinforced by fossilized trackways, leading toward these sites, suggesting that multiple individuals traveled to feed on the remains of fallen animals, a pattern comparable to that seen in modern scavengers. Finally, observations of scavenging in present-day animals offer useful comparisons for understanding dinosaur behavior. Studies of modern scavengers such as vultures and hyenas show that feeding on carcasses often involves social interaction, providing further context for how dinosaurs may have engaged with their environment and with one another. This comparison offers a helpful lens for understanding how comparable dynamics may have played out among dinosaurs, underscoring their likely roles as opportunistic feeders within Mesozoic ecosystems. Taken together, these lines of evidence highlight the intricate roles dinosaurs fulfilled as both hunters and scavengers, adjusting their behaviors in order to prosper in an ever-changing world. Dinosaurs displayed extraordinary adaptations linked to specialized diets, which enabled them to succeed across a wide range of ecological niches. Among the most significant of these adaptations was the development of distinctive dental structures shaped by dietary demands. For example, plant-eating dinosaurs such as hadrosaurs evolved highly complex dental systems featuring broad, grinding teeth with detailed surface patterns that allowed them to efficiently process tough vegetation. This level of specialization made it possible to break down fibrous plant matter, enabling these animals to draw the greatest possible nutritional value from their food. Beyond dental traits, many herbivorous dinosaurs also developed specialized feeding behaviors, influenced by the plant types present in their surroundings. As an illustration, long-necked sauropods evolved the capacity to extend high into treetops to reach leaves inaccessible to many other herbivores. This adaptation allowed them to exploit a food resource with relatively little competition, offering a clear ecological advantage. Similarly, certain ornithopods showed the ability to feed on low-lying plants, demonstrating their flexibility in adapting to varied vegetation types. Carnivorous dinosaurs likewise exhibited highly specialized traits shaped by their dietary preferences. For instance, some theropods, such as Velociraptor, evolved sharp curved claws alongside serrated teeth, improving their ability to seize and disable prey. These features reflected a predatory way of life, equipping them to handle prey of different sizes with efficiency. In addition, larger carnivores like Giganotosaurus developed powerful body frames and strong teeth suited to hunting massive herbivores, securing their status as apex predators within their ecosystems. Dietary specialization was also evident among omnivorous dinosaurs, which possessed a particularly interesting suite of adaptations that allowed them to make use of both plant and animal resources. These species often featured a mix of sharp and flattened teeth, allowing them to consume fruits, seeds, and small animals alike. Such versatility granted them the flexibility to survive in a range of environments, as they could adjust their feeding strategies according to available resources. Altogether, these specialized traits reveal the dynamic relationship between dinosaurs and their environments, illustrating their capacity to adapt, innovate, and endure amid shifting ecological conditions. Herbivorous dinosaurs evolved numerous defensive adaptations to protect themselves from predators, reflecting a broad array of evolutionary strategies suited to their habitats. One of the most obvious defenses was sheer body size. Many large plant-eating dinosaurs, including sauropods, grew to enormous proportions, providing a natural deterrent to predators. Their immense scale often discouraged smaller carnivores, as attacking such giants involved great danger and effort. Alongside size, many herbivorous dinosaurs possessed striking physical defenses. Certain species, such as stegosaurs, developed spikes and plates that served not only to discourage attacks, but also to signal health and strength to potential mates. Triceratops and other ceratopsians evolved powerful horns and sturdy frills, which offered both defensive and offensive functions. These features could be used to repel predators and, in the case of Triceratops, to engage in battles with rivals for territory or mating opportunities. Behavioral strategies were equally important in the defense of herbivorous dinosaurs. Many species, especially those that lived in herds, benefited from group awareness and cooperation. Moving together allowed them to detect threats more effectively and support one another during dangerous encounters. This collective behavior could confuse predators, reducing the likelihood that any one individual would be singled out during an attack. Some dinosaurs also developed remarkable adaptations involving camouflage and mimicry, which offered crucial protection from predators. These strategies enabled them to blend into their surroundings or resemble other, less vulnerable organisms, providing a strong survival advantage. Although direct fossil evidence of such behaviors is scarce, paleontologists have inferred these possibilities by studying modern animals and examining anatomical features preserved in dinosaur fossils. One of the most compelling aspects of dinosaur camouflage likely involved variations in coloration and skin patterning. Many researchers propose that certain dinosaurs displayed colors, tones, and surface patterns that allowed them to merge into their environment in much the same way that present-day reptiles and birds do. For example, Smaller dinosaur species may have possessed skin textures and coloration, similar to modern tree-dwelling lizards, helping them disappear among leaves, branches, or tree bark. This kind of camouflage would have been especially valuable for avoiding detection by much larger predators. Mimicry, although discussed less frequently, may also have contributed to dinosaur survival. Some species might have developed physical traits that imitated the appearance of animals that were dangerous or unappealing to predators, thereby discouraging attacks. While it is difficult to point to precise dinosaur examples because direct evidence is limited, comparisons can be made with modern ecosystems, where certain snakes or insects survive by copying the look of venomous species, and thus avoid being eaten through deception. Beyond appearance alone, some dinosaurs may have combined behavior with physical traits to strengthen their defensive strategies. For instance, staying motionless while concealed or taking refuge in dense vegetation when threatened would have enhanced the effectiveness of any natural camouflage they possessed. This integration of behavioral responses with possible coloration strategies reflects a sophisticated approach to survival, suggesting that some dinosaurs relied on both camouflage and mimicry to successfully navigate predator-rich environments. Taken together, these adaptations demonstrate the impressive evolutionary creativity of dinosaurs, enabling them to cope with survival challenges across a wide range of ecosystems. Head crests and frills found in many dinosaur species fulfilled several essential roles related to communication courtship, defense, and temperature regulation. These striking features were especially noticeable in ceratopsians such as Triceratops and in certain theropods, including the well-known Parasaurolophus. Differences in the size, shape, and ornamentation of these structures offer valuable clues about their possible functions. One major role of head, crests, and frills was likely visual display and communication between individuals. Such elaborate structures may have acted as signals to attract mates or to demonstrate dominance within social groups. Brightly colored crests or complex frill designs could have increased visibility, allowing dinosaurs to advertise their health and strength to potential partners. In species that lived in herds, these features may also have supported social organization by helping individuals recognize one another, establish hierarchy, and maintain group cohesion. Alongside social signaling, crests and frills may have provided defensive benefits as well. Certain shapes could have served as protective barriers, guarding sensitive areas like the neck and head during an attack. By facing predators with these imposing structures, dinosaurs such as Triceratops could appear larger and more threatening, potentially discouraging an assault. In addition, horns or sharp-edged frills may have been used during direct confrontations with rivals, particularly in competition for mates or territory. Some scientists also suggest that crests and frills contributed to thermoregulation. Their broad surface area could have helped release excess body heat, allowing dinosaurs to better control their temperature in specific climates. This would have been especially advantageous in warmer regions, supporting physical activity, such as feeding or display behaviors. Altogether, the development of head, crests, and frills illustrates the complexity of dinosaur behavior and adaptation, as these structures supported communication defense and temperature control, greatly enhancing survival during the Mesozoic era. Dinosaur armor and spikes represented highly effective evolutionary adaptations that functioned as crucial defenses against predators. These traits appeared in several groups, most notably among ankylosaurs and stegosaurs. The development of bony plate spikes and reinforced skin created multiple protective layers, significantly improving survival prospects in environments dominated by powerful carnivores. Armored dinosaurs, such as Ankylosaurus, were covered with thick, bony scutes that formed a rigid outer shield. This armor acted much like a protective shell, capable of absorbing impacts and deflecting bites or strikes from predators. The dense and sturdy nature of these plates not only made it difficult for attackers to cause serious injury, but also safeguarded vital organs and soft tissues beneath, providing a substantial defensive advantage in hostile ecosystems. Beyond their hardened outer bodies, many armored dinosaurs also possessed tails fitted with club-like ends or sharp spikes. These muscular tails could be swung with great strength, enabling the animals to repel attackers with force. Being able to strike defensively in this way greatly improved their chances of surviving encounters with predators. Spikes and other protective features also served an intimidating role, functioning as a passive form of defense. Dinosaurs like Stegosaurus displayed large, prominent spikes along their backs, which made them far less attractive targets for carnivores. The mere appearance of these imposing defensive traits may have discouraged some predators from initiating an attack. By displaying threatening spikes or heavy armor during encounters, these dinosaurs could sometimes avoid direct conflict, entirely reducing the dangers that came with being attacked. When assessing how effective armor and spikes truly were, it is important to take the ecological setting into account. Although these adaptations offered significant protection, they were not perfect solutions. Certain predatory dinosaurs likely developed methods to overcome such defenses, including aiming for vulnerable areas or using pack hunting strategies. Even so, the combined presence of armored bodies, sharp spikes, and possible defensive behaviors proved highly effective in providing a measure of security for armored dinosaurs, helping them survive and prosper despite constant pressure from predators. Fossil evidence offers remarkable insight into the defensive strategies of ancient life forms. Some of the most convincing information comes from the physical traits preserved in prehistoric animals and plants. Many species, for instance, evolved protective characteristics such as thick shells, spines, or heavy armored coverings. The existence of these features strongly suggests they developed as responses to predation. Distinct traits such as the horns of ceratopsians or the fully encased bodies of trilobites point to environments where predation posed a serious threat. Trace fossils further enrich our understanding of these defensive behaviors. Preserved footprints or burrow systems can indicate attempts to escape danger or to remain concealed from predators. Certain fossilized burrows, for example, appear to have been built sturdily or shaped to allow quick escape routes while still offering shelter from threats. Such evidence reflects more than simple flight behavior. It reveals thoughtful construction of living spaces that address the need for protection against predators present at the time. Paleoecological research also plays a vital role in interpreting defensive behavior. By studying groups of fossil remains within specific geological layers, scientists can infer predator-prey relationships. A high abundance of predatory species found alongside herbivorous remains may indicate that those herbivores were actively evolving defensive measures. Bite marks preserved on fossils further demonstrate interactions that may have driven the development of protective adaptations. Some fossils even suggest the use of group defense. In certain cases, individuals of the same species are found fossilized together, implying that living in groups may have helped deter predators through strength in numbers. This social behavior highlights how communal structures could have emerged as a defensive strategy. Altogether, this evidence shows that ancient organisms were not merely helpless prey, but active participants in an ongoing struggle for survival. Dinosaurs demonstrated extraordinary flexibility in adapting to constantly changing environments over millions of years, a quality that was essential to their long-term survival. As climates shifted, ecosystems transformed and food resources became limited, dinosaurs evolved in numerous ways to meet these challenges. Changes in weather patterns and plant life, for example, influenced dietary adaptations. Some plant-eating dinosaurs developed long necks that allowed them to reach higher vegetation, giving them access to food sources others could not exploit. This adaptation reflects not only a drive to survive, but also significant evolutionary changes in both body structure and behavior, shaped by environmental pressures. The wide variety of dinosaur species that lived during the Mesozoic era further illustrates how physical diversity allowed different groups to succeed in different settings. Massive sauropods dominated open landscapes, while smaller theropods adjusted to life in dense, complex forests. The physical distinctions among these dinosaurs reveal how they responded to habitat conditions and competition, underscoring the constantly shifting nature of evolutionary adaptation. This diversification played a vital role in the success of dinosaurs, enabling them to spread across a broad spectrum of ecological niches. In addition, the fossil record reveals clear signs of behavioral adaptations that arose in response to changing environmental conditions. For instance, certain dinosaurs appear to have followed migratory behaviors comparable to those seen in modern birds or mammals that relocate to regions with more favorable climates or plentiful food supplies. The capacity to migrate in search of energy-rich resources allowed these animals to manage seasonal shifts and variations in habitat. Such behaviors reflect the evolutionary pressures acting upon them and highlight the necessity of adaptation for survival within dynamic and unpredictable ecosystems. Another important influence was the role of extinction events, which opened new opportunities for dinosaurs to move into newly available ecological roles. Following the Permian extinction, dinosaurs rapidly increased in diversity, occupying niches left vacant by species that had disappeared. This pattern recurred repeatedly throughout their evolutionary history as catastrophic events triggered swift adaptations and the rise of new species better equipped for altered conditions. Through a mixture of physical modifications, behavioral flexibility, and an ability to take advantage of diverse environmental opportunities, dinosaurs prospered and diversified, leaving an enduring imprint within the fossil record. Dinosaur lineages underwent several major evolutionary transitions that profoundly influenced their form and diversity over long spans of time. One of the most notable changes involved the shift from bipedal to quadrupedal movement. The earliest dinosaurs were largely bipedal, similar to small theropods. Across millions of years, some theropod branches, including the well-known sauropods, gradually adopted a quadrupedal posture. This change made it possible for these enormous animals to support their massive body sizes more effectively, giving rise to some of the largest land-dwelling creatures ever to exist. Another pivotal transition took place with the evolution of feathers. First, appearing in small theropods, feathers represented a major evolutionary development that directly connects dinosaurs with modern birds. At the outset, feathers likely served purposes such as insulation, visual display, or even limited gliding before their later role in powered flight became apparent. This transformation demonstrates not only adaptive survival strategies, but also the intricate evolutionary links that connect dinosaurs to their avian descendants. The development of varied feeding strategies marks yet another significant transition. Dinosaurs expanded into a wide range of dietary niches, with some lineages evolving into highly specialized herbivores or carnivores. For example, the emergence of complex teeth in hadrosaurs designed for grinding plant matter and the sharp, serrated teeth of theropods adapted for cutting flesh illustrate how different groups evolved to make efficient use of available resources. These changes reflect the diversity of ecosystems and the competitive interactions among species, highlighting the constantly shifting nature of evolutionary processes within dinosaur lineages. Finally, the transition from non-avian dinosaurs to birds stands as one of the most remarkable evolutionary developments. During the late Jurassic and early Cretaceous periods, smaller theropods evolved traits well suited for flight, including lightweight skeletal structures, more advanced respiratory systems, and increasingly refined wings. This key transition not only underscores the adaptability of dinosaur groups, but also emphasizes the resilience of life itself, ultimately leading to the modern birds that exist today as direct descendants of theropod dinosaurs. Each of these evolutionary shifts illustrates the inventive and varied ways in which dinosaurs adjusted to their surroundings over millions of years, shaping the evolutionary framework examined today. The evolution of flight in dinosaurs represents a striking example of adaptation and innovation within prehistoric life. It is widely accepted that flight emerged among small theropods, a group of bipedal dinosaurs that included species such as Velociraptor and Archaeopteryx. Central to this transition was the gradual development of traits that supported movement through the air. At first, feathered limbs likely functioned mainly in insulation or visual signaling. Over extended periods, these features became modified for gliding, eventually producing the earliest primitive forms of flight. One leading explanation proposes that early bird ancestors used their feathers while climbing trees, allowing them to access food sources and evade predators. This behavior, commonly known as the arboreal hypothesis, suggests that the earliest phases of flight were not solely about propulsion, but instead fulfilled multiple survival-related roles. Feather evolution proved especially important during this stage. offering not only aerodynamic advantages, but also improved balance and control as these small dinosaurs moved through complex environments. Alongside, changes in feathers, alterations in body structure were equally significant in the path toward flight, as certain theropods developed lighter skeletal frameworks that reduced overall body mass and supported aerial movement. Their forelimbs gradually changed into wing, like structures, making flapping more efficient and improving the control of airflow. As those changes took place, certain theropods developed stronger and larger chest muscles to drive wing movement, which further improved their ability to fly. This transformation clearly demonstrates the close connection between anatomical change and the demands imposed by an entirely new form of movement. The earliest birds, which appeared during the late Jurassic period, represent the final outcome of these long evolutionary developments. Archaeopteryx, frequently identified as the oldest known bird, displayed a combination of dinosaur and bird characteristics, including feathers, a wishbone, and even teeth, clearly reflecting this transitional stage. Flight evolution is therefore understood not as a sudden occurrence, but as a sequence of slow incremental modifications that reshaped small feathered theropods into the birds familiar to us today. This remarkable process shows how environmental pressures and biological innovations can work together to produce major evolutionary transformations, ultimately giving rise to the wide variety of bird species found around the world. Convergent evolution within dinosaur groups is a compelling process in which unrelated lineages independently develop similar traits when facing comparable environmental pressures or challenges. A clear example of this can be observed in the evolution of plant-eating adaptations among different dinosaur clades. Hadrosaurs, commonly referred to as duck, billed dinosaurs and sauropods. The massive, long-necked herbivores both evolved specialized teeth and jaw mechanisms suited for breaking down vegetation. Although these groups were only distantly related, their similar dietary requirements led to the development of comparable physical features. Another notable instance of convergent evolution appears in the defensive armor seen across multiple dinosaur lineages. Stegosaurs and ankylosaurs, for example, both evolved protective armor independently. Stegosaurs are recognized by the large plates and spikes lining their backs, while ankylosaurs are known for their thick bony armor and distinctive club, like tails. Each group adapted these defenses to their environments to reduce the risk of predation. This pattern shows how similar survival pressures can result in alike defensive strategies even among species with very different evolutionary backgrounds. The emergence of flight also serves as an example of convergent evolution, as several theropod dinosaurs developed features associated with gliding or flying. While the evolutionary branch that led to modern birds modified feathers specifically for powered flight, other theropods, including certain pterosaur species, evolved wings independently. These changes allowed both groups to occupy aerial niches, demonstrating how separate evolutionary paths can arrive at similar solutions when responding to the same ecological demands. In addition, the evolution of body forms adapted to specific habitats highlights the broader influence of convergent evolution in dinosaurs. Some small theropods, for instance, developed a cursorial body design, optimizing them for speed and maneuverability in open landscapes. In contrast, large predatory dinosaurs such as Allosaurus and Ceratosaurus exhibited similar functional traits, even though they originated from distinct lineages. These repeated patterns emphasize the strong role of environmental selection in shaping physical traits across unrelated species. Convergent evolution among dinosaurs shows that nature often produces similar answers to similar challenges, leading to a wide range of diverse yet comparable adaptations over time. Dinosaurs and mammals lived alongside one another for a long period, especially throughout the Mesozoic era, which spanned roughly 180 million years. While dinosaurs ruled most land ecosystems, that early mammals typically existed as small, less noticeable animals adapting to life beneath the dominance of these larger creatures. The earliest mammals were generally small in size, active mainly at night, and likely fed on insects, which helped them survive in ecological niches that dinosaurs rarely occupied. This combination of body size and lifestyle reduced direct competition with dinosaurs and offered mammals some protection from predators. As dinosaurs continued to thrive, mammals gradually evolved a range of traits that allowed them to persist in a reptile-dominated world. Fossil records reveal that mammals developed key features, caches, that improved their chances of survival, such as more advanced hearing structures and specialized differentiated teeth, enabling them to consume a wider variety of foods. These adaptations increase their flexibility and resilience, qualities that would later prove essential as environmental conditions shifted. Throughout much of the Mesozoic era, mammals remained small and often lived in burrows or trees, making use of underground and arboreal habitats to avoid predators and exploit available resources. This adaptation not only offered protection from larger predators, but also allowed access to a wider range of food resources. Notably, certain mammals evolved traits similar to those seen in dinosaurs, providing a clear example of convergent evolution. For example, the existence of gliding mammals during this time demonstrates how separate evolutionary lineages can independently develop comparable adaptations in response to similar environmental pressures. The relationship between dinosaurs and mammals changed profoundly during the Cretaceous-Paleogene extinction event, approximately 66 million years ago. This mass extinction eliminated nearly 75% of all species on Earth, including the non-avian dinosaurs. In the period that followed, mammals took advantage of the newly available ecological opportunities, rapidly diversifying and evolving to occupy niches once held by their dinosaur competitors. Over time, this process led to the appearance of larger mammals and eventually produced the remarkable diversity of mammalian life seen today. The shared evolutionary story of dinosaurs and mammals therefore reveals a complex pattern of survival, adaptation, and transformation, highlighting how life continually changes in response to shifting environments. The Cretaceous-Paleogene extinction event, which occurred around 66 million years ago, is regarded as one of the most important mass extinctions in the history of Earth. This event defined the boundary between the Cretaceous period and era, dominated by dinosaurs, and the Paleogene period, marked by the expansion and success of mammals. It caused the disappearance of approximately 75% of all species worldwide, including the non-avian dinosaurs, many marine reptiles, and a wide variety of plant species. The progression of this dramatic extinction is generally explained as the result of multiple catastrophic factors, although the most widely accepted explanation focuses on a massive asteroid impact. Support for this idea comes from the identification of a layer of iridium, rich clay at the Cretaceous, a Paleogene boundary discovered in many regions across the globe. Iridium is extremely rare on Earth's surface, but relatively common in asteroids, indicating that a large extraterrestrial impact likely produced major geological effects. This collision is thought to have formed the Chicxulub crater on the Yucatan Peninsula in Mexico, which is estimated to be over 180 kilometers in diameter. The consequences of this impact set off a chain of severe environmental disruptions. The collision would have released enormous amounts of energy, triggering widespread wildfires, massive tsunamis, and a nuclear winter scenario in which dust and debris filled the atmosphere, blocking sunlight and causing temperatures to drop sharply. Such abrupt climatic changes would have interfered with photosynthesis, leading to the collapse of food webs on land and in the oceans. As a result, many plant species vanished deeply, affecting herbivorous dinosaurs and the animals that depended on them for food. Although the asteroid impact remains the most commonly accepted cause, additional factors likely played a role in the extinction. Intense volcanic activity, especially within the Deccan Traps region of present-day India, released vast quantities of gases such as carbon dioxide and sulfur dioxide. These emissions may have driven long-term climate change and acid rain, further destabilizing global ecosystems. Together, these destructive forces reshaped life on Earth and cleared the way for mammals and other surviving organisms to expand during the Paleogene period. The Cretaceous-Paleogene extinction event thus represents a turning point in Earth's history, fundamentally redirecting evolutionary pathways and enabling mammals to become the dominant land vertebrates. The asteroid impact explanation for the extinction of dinosaurs is supported by multiple strong lines of evidence that together create a detailed picture of this catastrophic episode. One of the most striking findings is the thin layer of iridium, rich clay at the Cretaceous-Paleogene boundary, identified in locations all around the world. Iridium is scarce in Earth's crust, but commonly found in asteroids, and its concentration in this boundary layer strongly suggests that an extraterrestrial object collided with the planet at that time. The global extent of this iridium anomaly reinforces the conclusion that a major impact event occurred. Alongside this chemical evidence, the Chicxulub crater in Mexico stands as a crucial piece of physical proof. This enormous impact structure, measuring more than 180 kilometers across, dates to roughly the same time as the extinction event. Geophysical data and geological investigations indicate that the force of the impact was sufficient to drive the extreme environmental changes associated with the mass extinction. The crater offers valuable clues about the immense energy released at the moment of collision, lending strong support to the idea that the event caused worldwide consequences. Additional evidence strengthening the asteroid impact hypothesis comes from the discovery of shocked quartz and microtektites within the same boundary layer. Shocked quartz is created only under extraordinarily high pressure and temperature conditions, typical of extremely energetic impacts, showing that a powerful force was applied to the Earth's surface. Microtektites, which are minute glass-like droplets formed from molten material expelled during an impact, further demonstrate the violent and explosive character of the event. Taken together, these indicators clearly point to the physical aftermath of an asteroid collision. Furthermore, the close alignment in timing between the impact event and the mass extinction, documented in the fossil record, reinforces the idea that the two phenomena are directly connected. The sudden change observed in fossil communities, marked by a dramatic reduction in biodiversity immediately after the boundary layer, matches the catastrophic effects expected from such an impact. This combination of evidence involving iridium, the Chicxulub crater, shocked minerals, and the resulting ecological collapse forms a comprehensive and convincing argument for the asteroid impact theory as a major cause behind the extinction of the non-avian dinosaurs and many other life forms during this critical chapter in Earth's history. Although the asteroid impact theory remains the most widely accepted explanation for dinosaur extinction, it is likely that other influences also played important roles in the downfall of these remarkable animals. One major contributing factor was volcanic activity, especially the massive eruptions responsible for creating the Deccan Traps in present-day India. These eruptions took place around the same period as the asteroid impact and released enormous quantities of volcanic gases, including carbon dioxide and sulfur dioxide. The climatic consequences of these emissions may have triggered global cooling and acid rain, causing severe disruptions to ecosystems across the planet. Volcanic activity would also have driven significant climate changes by injecting dust and aerosols into the atmosphere, reducing sunlight penetration and further limiting photosynthesis. Such conditions would place immense stress on plant life, which in turn would affect herbivorous dinosaurs reliant on vegetation for survival. The combined effects of widespread volcanism and the asteroid impact may have produced an environment so hostile that survival became nearly impossible for many species. In addition, shifts in sea levels and changes in ocean chemistry during the late Cretaceous period contributed to widespread ecological instability. Variations in sea level can destroy habitats used by both marine and land-based organisms. Increased carbon dioxide concentrations may have led to ocean acidification, negatively impacting marine species, particularly those forming the foundation of the food chain. The weakening of marine ecosystems would have cascading effects that reached terrestrial environments, adding further pressure to species already under stress. Another aspect to consider is the ecological competition and evolutionary strain that existed even before the extinction event occurred. Toward the end of the Cretaceous, dinosaurs were already facing increasing competition, and as environmental conditions shifted, the struggle for limited resources would have become more intense. This ongoing pressure may have left them especially vulnerable to sudden disasters such as asteroid impacts and large-scale volcanic eruptions. In summary, the disappearance of the non-avian dinosaurs was most likely driven by a complex interaction between abrupt catastrophic events and slower long-term ecological changes rather than a single isolated cause. Each contributing factor gradually intensified environmental stress, ultimately resulting in the profound loss of biodiversity that marked the end of the Cretaceous period. Despite the scale of the devastation at the close of the Cretaceous, several groups of animals managed to survive the mass extinction, largely due to a mix of beneficial traits and strong ecological resilience. Among the most prominent survivors were mammals. These small, mostly nocturnal animals had already developed a wide range of adaptations that allowed them to occupy diverse ecological roles. Their relatively small body size proved advantageous in rapidly changing environments, enabling them to take shelter easily and exploit food sources inaccessible to larger creatures. Birds, recognized as the direct descendants of theropod dinosaurs, also endured the extinction event. Their feathers and ability to fly likely gave them greater mobility, allowing them to escape harsh conditions or reach food supplies that remained available despite environmental upheaval. This flexibility and adaptability helped birds persist and eventually flourish after the extinction, allowing them to occupy ecological niches left empty by the disappearance of the large dinosaurs. Another group that managed to endure the extinction were reptiles, especially certain branches of lizards and turtles. These reptiles often share characteristics such as relatively low metabolic rates and the capacity to enter dormant states, qualities that made them better suited to survive severe environmental upheaval. Their flexible feeding habits also enable them to adjust to fluctuations in food supply, providing a clear advantage during such a turbulent period. Amphibians, including frogs and salamanders, were also among those that survived the mass extinction. Their life cycles commonly involve both terrestrial and aquatic stages, allowing them to make use of a wide range of habitats. The permeable skin of amphibians, combined with their tolerance for varied environmental conditions, offered a degree of resilience in the face of the dramatic changes that followed the extinction event. The survival of mammals, birds, certain reptiles and amphibians during this mass extinction can be attributed to factors such as small body size, flexibility in adapting to changing environments, diverse diets, and ecological strategies that help them cope with a world undergoing profound transformation. These surviving groups formed the foundation for the later diversification of life in the post-Cretaceous world. The extinction at the close of the Cretaceous period is thought to have taken place relatively quickly, probably within a time frame ranging from a few thousand to several 100,000 years. Although some longer-term ecological adjustments unfolded over millions of years, the immediate consequences of the catastrophic events that triggered the extinction, especially the asteroid impact, would have been experienced almost instantly. The initial collision would have sparked widespread fires, massive tsunamis, and an enormous release of energy, causing rapid and devastating changes to the environment. Among the most immediate consequences was a sharp decline in global temperatures caused by dust and debris thrown into the atmosphere that blocked sunlight and produced what is commonly known as impact winter. This condition severely disrupted photosynthesis and led to extensive loss of plant life. As vegetation disappeared, herbivorous dinosaurs faced severe food shortages, triggering cascading effects throughout the food web. Disruption at the base of the food chain would have deprived many species of nourishment and critically destabilized entire ecosystems. In marine environments, the impact was equally devastating. Reduced sunlight combined with alterations in ocean chemistry led to widespread die-offs of marine organisms, including plankton, which play a vital role in supporting ocean food webs. The extinction of numerous marine reptiles, along with major losses among ammonites and bivalves, illustrates just how profoundly the oceans were affected. In the period immediately following the extinction, the planet was left with greatly reduced biodiversity. Ecosystems underwent drastic reorganization, and many ecological niches once occupied by dinosaurs and other organisms were left empty. These altered conditions eventually allowed mammals and birds to rise in prominence, although recovery was slow as life gradually rebounded from the devastation. The extinction event permanently altered the course of life on Earth, preparing the ground for the evolution of new species during the Paleogene period. Yet, for many forms of life existing at that time, the disruption was sudden and catastrophic. Fossil formation occurs through a complex series of processes that depend on very specific conditions. The formation of a fossil begins when an organism dies and its remains are rapidly buried by sediment. This quick burial is essential as it shields the remains from decomposition and scavengers. As time passes, additional layers of sediment accumulate above the remains, creating pressure that contributes to fossilization. One of the most important processes in fossil formation is known as permineralization. In this process, groundwater rich in dissolved minerals seeps into the buried remains. These minerals slowly occupy the empty spaces within bones or shells, eventually hardening and preserving the structure as surrounding sediments turn into sedimentary rock. This explains why fossils are most commonly discovered within sedimentary rock layers. The environment in which remains are buried also plays a crucial role in fossilization. Conditions with low oxygen levels are especially favorable as they slow the rate of decay. Settings such as river deltas, lake beds, and ocean floors often provide these conditions. Burial in fine-grained sediments like mud or silt is also beneficial, as such materials can preserve delicate features. In contrast, environments characterized by frequent disturbance or intense erosion tend to prevent fossilization, because remains are exposed to air and scavengers. As a result, only a small fraction of all organisms that have ever lived become fossils, and whether fossilization occurs depends on many interacting factors. For instance, organisms with soft bodies are much less likely to be preserved as fossils than those possessing hard structures such as bones, teeth, or shells. In addition to physical structure, the chemical makeup of the remains and surrounding environmental conditions play crucial roles in determining whether fossilization occurs. Over the course of millions of years, fossils can form as rare windows into the distant past, transporting us back to eras when these organisms moved across the Earth, and offering invaluable insights into their biology, as well as the environments in which they lived. Dinosaur fossils exist in several distinct forms, each offering unique perspectives on the ooze ancient animals and their surroundings. The most familiar category is body fossils, which consist of the preserved remains of actual dinosaur bones, teeth, and in some cases even nearly complete skeletons. Such fossils enable paleontologists to reconstruct the size, shape, and overall structure of dinosaurs, helping them understand aspects of biology, movement, and evolutionary relationships. By closely examining bone morphology, scientists can distinguish between species and infer lifestyle details, such as whether a dinosaur was a herbivore or a carnivore. Another important category includes trackways, also known as trace fossils, which preserve the footprints left by dinosaurs as they walked, ran, or interacted with their environment. These impressions provide exceptionally valuable information about behavior, locomotion, and social dynamics. Through analysis of track size, depth, and spacing, paleontologists can estimate how fast a dinosaur was moving and whether it traveled alone or as part of a group. Such trace fossils reveal not only individual actions, but also broader insights into the ecological contexts in which these animals lived. Fossilized eggs and nests further expand our understanding of dinosaurs. Preserved eggs can shed light on reproductive behavior, nesting strategies, and the development of young dinosaurs. By analyzing egg size, shape, and eggshell structure, scientists can sometimes identify particular dinosaur species and evaluate levels of parental care. The discovery of nesting sites suggests that certain species may have displayed social behaviors, possibly engaging in communal nesting, similar to that seen in some modern bird species. In addition, impressions of skin feathers and even traces of soft tissues have been found in a limited number of specimens. These rare fossils provide critical information about dinosaur integumentary systems, including clues about coloration, insulation, and behavioral adaptations. The presence of feathers, for example, strengthens the evolutionary connection between dinosaurs and birds, while preserved skin impressions can reveal surface patterns, textures, and potential camouflage or strategies. Them taken together, the wide variety of dinosaur fossils, body fossils, trace fossils, eggs, nests, and soft tissue remains, each contributes a unique viewpoint on dinosaur life, behavior, and ecology. By integrating evidence from all these fossil types, paleontologists can build a more complete and detailed picture of how dinosaurs lived, interacted, and evolved within their environments millions of years ago. To determine the age of dinosaur fossils, paleontologists rely on several approaches combining both relative dating and absolute dating methods. One of the main techniques for establishing relative age is biostratigraphy, which involves analyzing the layers of sedimentary rock where fossils are discovered. By studying the sequence of rock layers known as strata, paleontologists can arrange them in chronological order. Because certain fossil species are characteristic of specific geological periods, identifying a particular fossil can help date the layer in which it is found. By comparing fossil assemblages with well-documented sequences from other regions, scientists can infer the relative ages of fossils. Alongside biostratigraphy, radiometric dating is used to establish absolute ages for rocks and fossils. This technique is based on the predictable radioactive decay of elements within rock minerals. Methods such as uranium, lead dating, or potassium, argon dating are often applied to volcanic layers located above or below fossil-bearing strata. By measuring the extent of radioactive decay within isotopes, scientists can calculate how much time has passed since the rock formed, thereby providing an age range for the associated fossils. Another method, paleomagnetic dating, focuses on the alignment of magnetic minerals within rocks. Because Earth's magnetic field has reversed multiple times throughout geological history, rocks preserve records of these polarity changes. By matching magnetic patterns in sedimentary layers with established timelines of magnetic reversals, paleontologists can estimate the ages of both the rocks and the fossils they contain. In recent years, technological progress has made it possible to refine age estimates even further through detailed analysis, particularly by studying the chemical composition of the fossils themselves. Specific isotopes offer valuable clues about ancient environmental conditions and assist scientists in linking fossil ages with well-established geological processes. By combining these different approaches, paleontologists are able to construct a reliable timeline of dinosaur evolution, gain clearer insight into the timing of extinction events, and position their discoveries within the wider narrative of Earth's history. Each dating method supports and complements the others, improving the precision of age calculations and helping researchers untangle the many complexities of the distant past. Modern dinosaur fossil excavation and analysis rely on a wide range of advanced technologies that significantly improve both the efficiency and accuracy of paleontological work. One particularly important tool is ground-penetrating radar, which enables scientists to visualize underground structures without the need for large-scale excavation. By transmitting radar pulses into the ground and analyzing the returning signals, researchers can determine the locations of fossils or fossil-bearing layers, allowing for carefully targeted digging, while reducing harm to the surrounding environment. At excavation sites, paleontologists frequently use portable X-ray fluorescent spectrometry to examine the elemental makeup of fossilized remains and nearby sediments. This non-destructive method helps identify mineral content and can reveal key details about the conditions in which the fossils formed, including sediment type and environmental pH. Information like this provides essential context for interpreting fossil diagenesis and assessing how well specimens have been preserved over time. Three-dimensional modeling and digital imaging technologies have also transformed how fossils are recorded and studied. Techniques such as laser scanning and photogrammetry produce highly detailed 3D models, allowing scientists to examine fossil morphology without directly handling fragile specimens. These digital models support comparative studies, precise measurements, and even virtual reconstructions, all of which contribute to a more thorough understanding of dinosaur anatomy and physiology. In addition, advanced imaging methods, including computed tomography scans, make it possible to investigate the internal structures of fossils in a non-invasive manner. This is especially useful for delicate or partially preserved specimens, as it can uncover hidden features such as bone microstructure traces of soft tissue or signs of disease that are not visible on the surface. Genomic technologies are also playing an increasingly important role in paleontology. While recovering DNA from ancient fossils remains extremely difficult because genetic material degrades over time, advances in ancient DNA research and chemical analysis are beginning to shed light on evolutionary relationships and potential traits of extinct organisms. These techniques help clarify the evolutionary links between dinosaurs and their modern avian relatives. Together, these technological developments greatly expand what paleontologists can achieve during both excavation and analysis. They improve accuracy, increase efficiency, and allow for more comprehensive investigations of dinosaur fossils. At the same time, they open the door to new questions and innovative lines of research, deepening our understanding of dinosaurs and the environments in which they lived. Our knowledge of dinosaurs has changed dramatically, particularly over the last few decades, largely because of remarkable fossil discoveries. In the past, dinosaurs were often depicted as enormous, slow-moving creatures, an image shaped by incomplete skeletons and assumptions drawn from limited evidence. As more complete fossils have been uncovered, paleontologists have been able to reconstruct not only the physical forms of these animals, but also aspects of their behavior and ecological settings. For instance, the discovery of feathered fossils at sites in China has completely reshaped views of the theropod lineage, the group that includes modern birds. These fossils show that many dinosaurs possessed feathers, indicating that feathers likely evolved for purposes other than flight, such as temperature regulation or visual display. This evidence strongly supports the conclusion that birds descended from a particular group of theropod dinosaurs, highlighting an evolutionary connection once thought improbable. Furthermore, sophisticated imaging tools like laser scanning and three-dimensional modeling allow scientists to examine fossilized bones and structures with extraordinary detail. Through these methods, researchers can study growth patterns and biomechanics, gaining insight into how dinosaurs moved, how they may have cared for their offspring, and how social behaviors could have developed within different species. As a result, modern interpretations of dinosaur locomotion have shifted considerably, with several species now understood to have been agile and fast, rather than slow and ponderous. In conclusion, the finding of dinosaur nesting sites and preserved footprints has deepened our insight into how these animals lived, suggesting that certain dinosaurs possessed advanced social behaviors and even engaged in parental care, especially as new fossils continue to be uncovered. Our understanding of these ancient creatures, including their diversity behavior and evolutionary pathways, is constantly being refined, revealing a vibrant and ever-changing history that continues to fascinate both scientists and the general public. Every new discovery enriches the intricate picture of dinosaur life, reminding us that the past is far more layered and complex than we once believed. The unearthing of dinosaurs has profoundly reshaped how we view Earth's history, particularly in relation to the immense duration and complexity of life on our planet. In earlier times, interpretations of geological time and the development of life on Earth were limited and often marked by misunderstanding. The recognition that dinosaurs dominated the Earth millions of years ago during the Mesozoic era, a span lasting more than 180 million years, revealed a far broader and more dynamic narrative of biological evolution. Dinosaurs became a crucial link for understanding major milestones in Earth's geological record. Fossil evidence has delivered essential insights into the dramatic transformations the planet experienced, including changes in climate shifts, in biodiversity, and the consequences of catastrophic events. The mass extinction that signaled the close of the Cretaceous period, for example, prompted scientists to explore its origins, uncovering connections between external influences such as asteroid impacts and volcanic activity, and their powerful effects on both biological and geological evolution. These ancient reptiles also serve as valuable indicators of past environmental conditions. Research on dinosaur fossils has revealed details about ancient ecosystems, including the kinds of plants and animals that coexisted with them and the ways these systems interacted. This understanding has transformed our perspective on paleoecology and ancient climates, illustrating a complex relationship between living organisms and their environments across vast geological timescales. Furthermore, fascination with dinosaurs has encouraged a wider interest in evolution and the history of life on Earth, promoting interdisciplinary research that brings together geology, paleontology, and biology. Discoveries of dinosaur remains have also helped scientists better understand more recent extinction events and ongoing ecological changes, reinforcing the idea that life on Earth is in a constant state of transformation. One's perception of the past grows richer when considering the immense time span during which dinosaurs flourished, demonstrating that Earth's history is defined by resilience, adaptation, and continual change. The study of dinosaurs provides deep insight into the mechanisms of evolution and adaptation, revealing how life responds to shifting environments over millions of years. One of the most compelling lessons drawn from dinosaur research is the principle of evolutionary lineage, showing how species can branch out from shared ancestors to adapt to specific ecological niches. The theropod group, for instance, which includes well-known dinosaurs such as Tyrannosaurus rex, diversified into many forms and ultimately gave rise to modern birds. This evolutionary progression highlights the fluid nature of species and the importance of adaptation for survival. Fossil records allow scientists to investigate how various dinosaur species adjusted to their surroundings. Differences in body size, form, and even behavior among dinosaurs point to a wide spectrum of adaptations suited to different habitats and ecological roles. For example, the elongated neck of Brachiosaurus allowed it to access tall vegetation, while the powerful teeth of carnivorous dinosaurs like Allosaurus suggest specialization in predation. Such adaptations were essential for surviving competition over resources within their ecosystems. In addition, dinosaur research examines how environmental changes, including climate shifts or habitat loss, can influence evolutionary outcomes. The end Cretaceous mass extinction stands as a striking example, showing how abrupt changes can cause widespread extinction, while simultaneously opening opportunities for new evolutionary directions. The survival of certain small theropods during this turbulent period ultimately laid the groundwork for the diverse bird lineages seen today. This example reinforces the idea that evolution does not follow a straight path, but is shaped by numerous influences, including chance events and environmental pressures. Ultimately, the knowledge gained from studying dinosaurs enhances our understanding of living species today and the evolutionary processes that continue to shape life on Earth. By studying how dinosaurs changed in response to the environments they lived in, scientists are able to make meaningful connections to modern challenges such as climate change and the loss of natural habitats. The stories of adaptation and survival shown by dinosaurs highlight the value of biodiversity and remind us of the serious consequences that environmental changes can bring both in the distant past and in the world we live in today. Dinosaurs have left a lasting and unmistakable impression on popular culture and entertainment, capturing the curiosity and imagination of people across the globe. One of the most significant areas of influence has been cinema, beginning with early portrayals such as the silent film The Lost World in 1925 and continuing through to the revolutionary Jurassic Park, released in 1993. That film, which merged cutting-edge special effects with an exciting storyline, transformed how dinosaurs were presented on screen and ignited a renewed public fascination with paleontology that continues even now. Television programs and documentaries have also been instrumental in shaping how the public views dinosaurs. Series such as Walking with Dinosaurs offered viewers immersive experiences that combined scientific accuracy with compelling storytelling. These productions not only informed audiences about dinosaur behavior, environments, and extinction, but also presented these ancient animals in a way that felt vivid and believable, often motivating a new generation of scientists and dinosaur enthusiasts. The cultural influence of dinosaurs goes far beyond film and television, extending into books, toys, and even theme parks. Dinosaurs frequently appear as beloved figures in children's literature, inspiring curiosity and a sense of wonder about the natural world. Toy manufacturers have embraced this fascination, creating countless dinosaur-themed products found in playrooms around the world. Theme parks such as Universal Studios include dinosaur attractions that allow visitors to feel the excitement of coming face-to-face with these ancient creatures, further reinforcing their role as powerful cultural symbols. In addition, dinosaurs act as a link between scientific knowledge and human creativity, encouraging conversations about evolution, extinction, and the natural world. Their presence in popular culture often blends factual information with imaginative ideas, creating a space where learning and entertainment come together. This special role ensures that the legacy of dinosaurs continues to shape art, literature, and media, reflecting an enduring fascination with these remarkable animals and their place in Earth's long history. The closest living relatives of dinosaurs are birds, which are widely regarded as the direct descendants of certain theropod dinosaurs. This relationship is supported by a large body of fossil evidence, along with genetic research that reveals strong similarities between modern birds and their dinosaur ancestors. Many features seen in birds today, including feathers, hollow bones, and particular skeletal traits can be traced back to their dinosaur heritage, especially to small theropods like Velociraptor. The discovery of dinosaurs preserved with feathers has firmly established the connection between birds and theropods, showing that feathers originally served purposes beyond flight, such as insulation and display. These findings have changed how dinosaurs are perceived, shifting the image from slow, scaly reptiles to a diverse and dynamic group of animals with a wide range of adaptations, much like modern birds. It is also worth noting that reptiles such as crocodiles and alligators share a distant evolutionary relationship with dinosaurs, as they all belong to a group known as archosaurs. This group includes dinosaurs as well as today's crocodilians, highlighting a shared ancestry. Although these reptiles are not direct descendants of dinosaurs, their evolutionary paths split from a common ancestor millions of years ago, emphasizing the broader connections among these vertebrates. Overall, birds represent the closest and most direct continuation of the dinosaur lineage, carrying forward their evolutionary legacy. By observing and studying bird species, scientists can gain important insights into the behavior, adaptations, and lifestyles of their ancient relatives. The continued survival of birds stands as a powerful reminder of the resilience of life and underscores the long-lasting influence dinosaurs have had on the evolution of the species that share our planet today. Ongoing research into dinosaurs continues to provide valuable knowledge that helps scientists better understand present-day environmental issues, particularly those involving climate change, extinction, and biodiversity. Through the study of fossils, researchers learn how ancient ecosystems responded to shifts in climate and habitat throughout Earth's history. Major events such as the mass extinction at the end of the Cretaceous period illustrate the dramatic effects of rapid environmental change on biodiversity, reinforcing the importance of adaptation and resilience when facing profound and sudden transformations. These ancient periods function as valuable reference points for challenges we face today. Exploring how various dinosaur species successfully adjusted to their surroundings or failed in doing so can guide modern approaches to present-day ecological emergencies. For example, the ways certain dinosaurs adapted, including flexible diets or shifts in reproductive patterns, may offer important insights for contemporary species that are struggling to survive as climates change at an unprecedented pace. This knowledge assists conservationists and ecologists in designing more precise and effective strategies to protect endangered species threatened by habitat loss and climate instability. In addition, investigations into the extinction events that impacted dinosaur populations promote a deeper awareness of how fragile and finely balanced ecosystems truly are. The relationship between environmental factors and the survival of different species clearly demonstrates the deep interconnectedness of life on Earth. Gaining this perspective underscores the necessity of advanced models capable of predicting how modern species might react to continuous environmental stressors, whether caused by habitat destruction, pollution, or climate fluctuations. Ultimately, the study of dinosaurs draws attention to the critical role of biodiversity, reminding us that the disappearance of even a single species can have far-reaching consequences for entire ecosystems. Lessons drawn from their long history show that resilience and adaptability are vital not only for survival in the ancient world, but also for maintaining the health and long-term sustainability of our planet today. By reflecting on the past, we place ourselves in a stronger position to address present challenges and to build a more balanced and respectful relationship with the natural world. As we reflect on these lessons from deep time, we're reminded that understanding the past helps us care more wisely for the living world around us today. If this journey through ancient life and its meaning for our planet resonated with you, please take a moment to like the video. Share your thoughts or questions in the comments below. Your perspective is part of this ongoing conversation about resilience, balance, and biodiversity. And if you'd like to continue exploring how science helps us better understand and protect our world, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and join us for the next story.